Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Priscilla Canales, the Board of Trustees, and the entire administration at Weslaco High, I want to welcome you to Texas National Bank Field at Bobby Lackey Stadium. It is our pleasure to be your host today as we welcome the Los Fresnos Falcons and your own Weslaco Panthers. The Weslaco Panther 2020 season is sponsored by Knapp Medical Center. We ask all fans to support our sponsors because they support Weslaco ISD Athletics. Thank you, Texas National Bank and Knapp Medical Center and all of our sponsors for their support. As we get ready for kickoff, we would like to begin this contest by acknowledging our kickoff sponsor, Jones, Galligan, Key, and Lozano. They're located at 2300 West Pike Suite 300 in Weslaco. Jones, Galligan, Key, and Lozano, attorneys at law, our kickoff sponsor. Throughout today's game, we will be acknowledging our team for their exceptional performance on the field. Their pictures will appear on the Jumbotron along with our partner, Dr. Sander. A special thanks to the fine folks at Sander Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for leading the way in providing our athletes with that special recognition they deserve. And now, we will have the introduction of the cheerleaders.
Good afternoon. And now introducing the Weslaco High School varsity cheerleaders. First up, sophomore, Autumn Ariel Lynn Martinez. Sophomore, Ronica Bella Rivas. Sophomore, Audrey Lauren Silva. Sophomore, Cadence Alexandra Calderon. Sophomore, Gabriela Felisa Aguirre. Sophomore, Ava Bethany Aguilar. Sophomore, Haley Jolene Gonzalez. Sophomore, first year UIL letterman, Callista Ray Solis. Sophomore, first year UIL letterman, Ivy Dene Hernandez. Sophomore, first year UIL letterman, Jules Janae Moreno. Sophomore, first year UIL letterman, Brisa J. Garcia. Sophomore, first year UIL letterman, Alexa K. Garcia. Junior, Eleni Yanet Munoz. Junior, Eileen Dominique Iverson. Junior, first year UIL letterman, Janelle Marie Juarez. Junior, first year UIL letterman, Aaliyah Marie Estevanes. Junior, second year UIL letterman, Mia Lynn Wynn. Junior, second year UIL letterman, Crystal Nicole Ontivero. Junior, second year UIL letterman, Katrina Castillo. Returning varsity cheerleaders, UCA All-American, second year UIL letterman, senior, Olivia Marie Canales. Senior, Hall of Fame, UCA All-American, Liliana Nicole Montelongo. Returning varsity cheerleaders, Hall of Fame, UCA All-American, first year UIL letterman, senior, Lauren Danielle Buttermer. Returning varsity cheerleader, Hall of Fame, UCA All-American, 3-year UIL letterman, senior, Brianna Ali Roman. Returning varsity cheerleader, Hall of Fame, UCA All-American, senior, co-captain, Danielle Leanne Silva. The cheerleaders are sponsored by Essie Bloomquist, Michelle Cepeda, and Elizabeth Davila Ramirez.
We will now have a student body representative give the welcome on behalf of Weslaco High.
Good afternoon, Los Fresnos Falcons. On behalf of Dr. Priscilla Canales, Superintendent of Schools, and Ms. Yvette Morales, the Weslaco High School Principal, the Panthers would like to welcome you to Bobby Lackey Stadium. Let us be reminded that both teams have given their heart to the sport, uniting them in friendship. We pray everyone leaves this field injury-free. Ladies and gentlemen, let us be reminded that no matter the outcome, we are Weslaco. And remember, go Panthers!
The officials for tonight's game, the side judges Luis Bencourt, field judge Jonathan Villarreal, the back judge Arturo Alvarado, the line judge Adrian Elizondo, the linesman is Daniel Pulido, the umpire Sam Cavazos, and the gentleman in charge, the referee Tony Guerrero. And now the Panther Corps will play the spirit of Weslaco High. Ladies and gentlemen, before the national anthem, we would like to introduce the veteran of the game brought to you by De La Garza Family Dental. Today, we recognize Sergeant Fortunato Morquecho, who served in the United States Army. From 1970 to 1973, Sergeant Morquecho was a specialty paratrooper in Vietnam. While fighting the Viet Cong, Sergeant Morquecho earned a Bronze Star and was awarded the Purple Heart. He and his wife, Rhonda, have 3 children, Andy, Adrian, and Anna. Sergeant Morquecho, today, sir, we salute you as the veteran of the game. And now, will you kindly stand and remove all headgear as we honor America with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag
your feet. I want to hear you loud and proud as you welcome your Panthers. Let's work off some of that jerky. Come on, we want some of that Falcon.
Go full speed. Give us your best. Every time.
And we are live afternoon football from Weslaco, Texas. Along with Football Fred, I'm Scott Harrison. We are at Texas National Bank Field, and we are at Bobby Lackey Stadium. It is going to be a big matchup this afternoon. It is the Weslaco High Panthers, and they are going to be hosting the Los Fresnos Falcons. Now, both teams have done fairly well this season. The Falcons are 2-2 all district games. Meanwhile, Weslaco, they are 2-1. They are playing in District 32 6A. This originally was scheduled to just be a regular season game, but it's now going to be a zone play-in game. And winner here today advances to the first round of the state playoffs, and the loser ends its season. And we see that the Panthers are the second place team in District 32 6A West Zone, and the Falcons are third in the East Zone. And Football Fred, they're doing the toss of the coin a little bit later this afternoon, but that doesn't matter. We are going to be underway soon, and this is going to be an exciting game.
Matinee football, and let's just call it what it is, a playoff game this afternoon. And yes, Weslaco High has won the toss, and they will receive the ball. Coach Stroman wants the ball as soon as possible. We're going to get to see that offense for the Weslaco Panthers take the stage first this afternoon.
And right now, we are going to have the kickoff in just a moment. And as we begin this contest, we would like to acknowledge our kickoff sponsor, Jones, Halligan, Key, and Lozano. They are located at 2300 West Pike, Suite 300 in Weslaco. Jones, Galligan, Key, and Lozano, attorney at law. They are our kickoff sponsor. And Weslaco, always good at returning kickoffs. Again, we are having a hot day. You were telling me, Football Fred, that we may see some hydration timeouts.
You know, that's something that I think we're going to see quite a bit. And both teams really are not used to playing at this time of the afternoon. It's still warm here in the valley. That'll change soon, I hear. But nonetheless, it's a little windy. We'll talk about that as the game kind of goes on. And as we talk about this, the ball falls off the tee. And so we were talking about the fact that it's coming in from the south. With cold front coming in, it blows the wind from the south, and so now we'll see how Weslaco attacks this going against the wind.
Adolfo Hernandez is going to be doing extra points today, also doing the kickoff. And here it goes. We are underway. It is a short kickoff. It's going to be picked up, and it will be taken up to the 35-yard line. That is where Weslaco will start, 1st and 10. That was Izzy DeLeon. And right now we are going to have the starting lineups for the Weslaco Panthers.
Ed Oswald Garces III, Roland Morales, Larry Strickland, Giovanni Naveja,
Josh Mata,
Isaiah Dominguez, Meriton Rodriguez, Jesse Hernandez,
Rodney Garza,
Israel De Leon, Joe Maldonado.
ATPE is your ally, your voice for professional educators.
And Rodney Garza throws on the first play of the game, a short pass to Mel Rodriguez. Picked up about 3 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Of course, most of the starters only played in the first half last week. A big win that is for Weslaco over Donna North, 59-32.
Yeah, we got the next play now coming up. We'll talk about the first one in a second here.
Rodney Garza, quarterback, threw a couple touchdown passes last week while he was in the game to Joe Maldonado. And here he is going to pass again on a second down. And it is a complete pass. It'll be a first down. And it's a pickup of about 10. And this time on the reception, it is the guy that returned the kickoff, Izzy DeLeon.
I think he's going to have a big night. I'll be honest with you. Big afternoon. I'm going to get used to saying that. And really, don't be surprised as the Falcons kind of concentrate on Jesse Hernandez, that a lot of yards after the catch is going to come on the outside with Mel, and we just saw Izzy doing it as well.
Jesse Hernandez at quarterback. Rodney Garza at quarterback. Jesse Hernandez in the backfield. This time, another short pass to Mel Rodriguez. Picks up about 4 on the play.
Yeah, we said that earlier that we're going to get to see this extension, if you would, of the running game. They say, hey, you're going to block everybody up front. You're going to put everybody, try to clog the middle with Jesse. No problem. We got a couple of playmakers out there that will get it done for us.
And, of course, Hernandez has rushed for over 100 yards each game this season so far and had 3 touchdowns in the first half last week. Lots of long runs. Had one for over 80 yards. This time it's going to be Rodney Garza on the quarterback keeper, and he is going to come up a little short of the first down. And we see this first quarter is brought to you by Miriam Guerra Allstate. Call or stop by for a free quote on your home, auto, life, or business insurance. Thank you, Miriam Guerra, Allstate Insurance.
I like what I see so far. That offensive line has given Rodney plenty of time to do whatever he wants here. So let's see if that continues.
And again, it's going to be Hernandez with his first carry of the night, and he is going to pick up 5 down to the 35-yard line. It's a first down, and that's a Jay Gonzalez Law Firm first down. Jay Gonzalez Law Firm, justice for all.
They're going to try to take away those quick passes and those passes, and just in general, we feel those Fresnos is. They're going to try to disguise their blitzes and come with some pressure early on. We've seen that already. Let's see if that continues.
Ball right now at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Moving toward the south here at Bobby Lackey Stadium, toward the scoreboard. And this time Garza is going to keep it, and he'll get about 3 yards down to the 31-yard line. Remember, last week Hernandez, he had such a good day that he is the leading rusher right now in District 32-6A. He's got about 430 yards this season.
And on the replay, we really see what the Los Fresnos Falcons are trying to do here. They're just kind of really focusing on Jesse. There might be some plays there for Rodney, or maybe just kind of they're super aggressive, try to take a shot downfield. We'll see.
And it is going to be 2nd down and about 7. We see Rodney Garza took over at quarterback this year. Last year did a lot of different things. Played a little bit of quarterback, but also as a wide receiver.
Number 4, false start. Be a 5-yard penalty. We'll repeat the down.
There you go. Get out of your system now. It's first play. Hey, first series. You're doing well. Try to get it out of the system now, and we don't have to deal with it later.
All right. So it was 2nd down and 6 after the penalty. Now 2nd down and 11. Ball back at the 36-yard line. Weslaco in their purple outfits, purple jerseys, and of course we see the visitors today in their white jerseys. Has family on the back of the uniforms. We'll talk about that later instead of names for the players of Los Fresnos. And this time it's going to be a running play. Ball is fumbled and it goes out of bounds. No harm done. And there we see Coach Stroman can't be happy with that.
And to begin the game, you're kind of wondering how this is going to set up, and you're starting to see really 6. If you look at the box and you see the defense, you're starting to see here comes a sweep going the other way. Whoops, here comes the ball. Good thing it had enough oomph to get out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Jones, right?
Yeah. Six players are in the box right now. 6 of 7 players. So they are dedicating their defense now to stopping the run.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. A pickup of 1 on that play. We'll see if it's going to be a pass play. Started out all being passes, then rushes, and it will be. And Garza has it. He is going to roll toward his left, and he has nobody open. But again, he's eluding the tacklers. Finally, though, enough is enough, and he is going to be brought down.
That was some, and I'm going to say this because it's easy for me to say when I'm in a nice air-conditioned building. Look at the replay. Really, Rodney had a couple of receivers open early. And the pressure came. We've been talking about that. They're going to pressure Rodney. He had a player open there, couldn't get it. Of course, he's got 3-4 guys running at him at full speed here. So, it's easier said than done. You tell him, just get rid of it. But It's tough, but nice try there by Rodney.
Luis Rivera among those in on the tackle. Loss of 10 on the play, back to the 45-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 10, and Garza will do the punting also, and the ball will come down to about the 15-yard line. It's fumbled, and who is going to get it? Let's see. There is a scramble down there, and we're going to have to wait till the officials signal. And it is going to be possession of Los Fresnos. Well, we have 7:57 remaining here in the opening quarter. No score, and it is Weslaco and Los Fresnos. This is a K-West production.
At J. Gonzalez, we strive to provide our clients with the best 5-star service in the legal industry. If you've been in an accident and you want the best, there's only one name to remember. J. Gonzalez.
Penalty.
I apologize. That'll be a re-kick.
All right. Now, their player back there that was trying to get the ball, number 4, he was a pretty good return guy, isn't he? Even though he fumbled that time.
Coach Strobin mentioned, really said, look, we're going to try to keep it away from him. He's a dynamic returner, Hector Muñiz, number 4.
Illegal shift. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on the kicking team.
And if I'm Coach... if I'm Coach Brown, I definitely want this all over again.
Yeah.
You know, because you're kicking into the wind. You've got one of your best playmakers returning the punt. So yeah, all things line up here. Let's see how the Panthers kind of angle this and kick away from him. We'll see.
You mentioned their coach, Patrick Brown. He's in his 5th year. Last year they were 3-8, but a bi-district qualifier. And here is the kick. And it's going to be a fair catch this time by Munoz, and it's down about the 32-yard line. You're laughing a little bit, Fred.
Muñiz is stopping the hearts of the Falcon faithful. He came back, and he picked up that ball. He ran 20 yards full speed, first of all. And the punt just got caught up in the wind, let's be honest. And it came down, and he almost dropped it again.
All right, let's talk real quick about what we're going to see on offense today.
Well, you know, a lot of us that we've seen football, we call this a slot T. In Weslaco, you used to run it years ago. For all intents and purposes, let's call it the triple option, and you'll see why in a second here.
Yes, and their big running back gets to start off, Chris Resendez, and he is just going to get a couple of yards. This young man came in virtually tied with Jesse Hernandez with about 421 yards rushing this season.
Yeah.
And again, gets a couple on first down. They'll call it 4. Let's give him 4. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. And you can see if you're watching this game what we're talking about, the slot T, right?
Right. Slot T, triple option. You see 3 options behind the quarterback. That's what that means. Anybody of those guys can grab it. And there's the pitch trying to go outside.
Yeah, Miles McWhorter this time, and he is going to pick up a couple yards and no more. So it is going to be a 3rd down coming up, and we see that McWhorter is a pretty good running back, 44 carries for 351 yards and a touchdown this season. Last week, 7 carries for 103 yards and a touchdown.
And you see that there. They're trying to bait you in the middle. Weslaco High's got basically the same thing. We're going to control Resendez. We're going to control the right in the middle and try to make them go outside.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 3 at the 44-yard line. This time the quarterback will keep it. Haven't talked about him yet. And he is going to get the first down. And actually, it's Resendez with it, right?
Yeah, Resendez came up, and he made there was a nice block up front. Yeah. Coach Stroman said, look, this is a physical team. You look at their offense, they're not very big. But they punish you at the point of attack when they run like this.
Okay, so we got about 6 or 7 for the first down. We'll talk about the quarterback in just a minute. It's at midfield. This time, Resendez is stopped and no goal. And their quarterback, he's done a good job running the ball, Adrian Longoria. And this year, 26 carries for 143 yards and 3 touchdowns. Last week, 7 carries for 11 yards and a touchdown, but doesn't throw the ball much. According to our statistics, he threw his first pass of the season, or actually completed his first pass of the season last week. He is 1 for 10 passing this year.
Right. Look at that, 5 guys now on the line for the Panthers. That's the way they're addressing this slot T triple option offense. They are not going to try to let you run down the middle. That's the plan. They're going to control the gaps in the middle. Hey, you can go outside all you want, but we're just not going to let you come in here and force it down our throat and try to pick it up. It's an unusual. If you're a Panther fan and you're watching this tonight or this afternoon, you're seeing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys are on the line. You got a nose tackle right underneath center. That's unusual for the Panthers.
So it's a pickup 3 on the play. and it is going to be 3rd down and 7. And this time, we see it's going to be a running play by McWhorter, but there's a flag on the play as the ball gets up to about, we'll call it the 41-yard line, 42, maybe a yard or two short.
Now, it's going to be tricky. There's a player without a helmet, and there's a flag as he walked away from there. A couple of things could have happened. I guess we'll find out here in a second.
Here comes the call.
Personal foul on the defense.
Ooh.
Number 8, face mask, carries a 15-yard penalty. First down.
So a big penalty that time.
Yeah, as it is, it looks like the Falcons are trying to mount a good drive here. They've been moving slowly but surely, and then you give them 15. That hurts your defense, no doubt.
So the ball will be inside the 30-yard line down to the 27. There's Rodney Garza cut out of him, quarterback. And this time it's going to be a handoff to Resendez, and he's going to get a first down. Gets down to about the 12-yard line. So a nice run on that play. It's a pickup of about 14 yards.
And that's their offense. If you're watching them for the first time, that's what they like to do. They're strong up front. They make sure they cut your block off where you can't make any play, and then you let Resendez do the rest.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10, a ball at the 14-yard line. Moving toward the north here in the first quarter are the visitors, and this time not much doing. It's going to be up the middle by Resendez, and he might get a yard or two.
And again, they're trying to hit pay dirt. If it works, it's going to work, and you're going to get lots of yards. If it doesn't, you're going to see that. You're going to get your running back going backwards. So as the game kind of goes on, it depends who gets stronger, who does better here in this type of environment. Now the temperature, you're out of your element. You're not playing on a Friday night, that kind of thing. Weslaco's playing their defense now a little different. See how that kind of turns out for Weslaco High.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd down and 8. And this time Resendez gets it again, and he'll get maybe a yard or two. There is a penalty, by the way. Resendez this year, of course, doing a good job. 64 carries coming into the game for 425 yards, 5 touchdowns.
We have an illegal shot block, number 52 and number 75 of the offensive team. It will be a 15-yard penalty, and we'll repeat the down.
And of course, Resendez last week, 13 carries for 115 yards and a touchdown. And that is a Weslaco Vision Source penalty brought to you by Dr. Jaime Rodriguez. Visit Weslaco Vision Source for all your eye care needs.
So you get 15 and then give it back. That's basically what it is. By the way, that's not the first time this is going to happen. In this type of an offense, do not be surprised if you see it a couple of more times where there's a chop block with 2 players. This is very common. It's a problem, I guess you could say, with this offense.
So the ball is now back at the 25-yard line. Pitch play, and this time going nowhere. Maybe a loss of a yard on that running play. And this time on the carry, we see it is Matthew Padilla.
Actually, on number 43 of the defense, you're right, but on the offense, the number running on defense, Clinty Oliver. He's a senior defensive end who's athletic. Comes in, he's playing the run, and he got it to the backfield really quick. Beat his man. Yeah.
Padilla this year, 7 carries for 41 yards. Last week, 4 carries for 30 yards. And that was a win over Harlingen South, 28-21. All right, so here we go. And this time we see it's going to be a few yards picked up on that play, but not that much.
Yeah, Longoria keeps it this time. He wanted to get into the action. And that penalty is really a killer, let's be honest. It was for Weslaco High, and you see the same thing with Los Fresnos here. They were moving, they were kind of moving down methodically down the field, and then a penalty, that does it for you. That kind of hurts you. Now we're going to see a long field goal here, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to see what the young man can do. Adolfo Hernandez, I know, is 4 for 4 for extra points this year, but this is going to be a 40-yard attempt. Of course, Moran has had a 40-yarder for Weslaco. Kick is up, and it is good. So getting on the board first, we see it is the visitors.
Yeah, the field goal, it helped out, didn't it? That southerly brisk wind that really carried the ball there.
So what we have here now is 2:17 left in the opening quarter, and it is the Falcons now ahead of the Panthers 3-0. This is a K-West production.
Matt Medical Center, Weslaco. We are a full-service emergency room with on-site hospital backup. We are honored to serve, give back, and grow with our community. Knapp Medical Center, Weslaco, where compassion and healing come together.
Well, we're back once again, and Falcons, I know I was looking at the Monitor newspaper out of McAllen this morning. All of their writers had predicted Weslaco would win this game. They were favored by most people, but like I said, you got to play the game on the field. Falcons take the lead first.
Well, they got to pick somebody, right? Entertainment news / going out on a limb to try to figure out who wins. But you know what? Last year it wasn't too far of it was a close game, let's be honest. It came down there towards the end, and I think we're just going to get to see the same thing tonight, this afternoon.
First, the Falcons, they defeated Brownsville Rivera 38-21, lost to Brownsville Hanna 21-8, and then lost to San Benito 60-8 before beating Harlingen South 28-21. There is the kickoff, and the ball will be returned by Mel Rodriguez down to about the 28-yard line, where it will be first down and 10. And right now, here's Carlos Robledo with our Student of the Week.
JROTC Student of the Week is Captain Arlene Rocha. She was recently promoted to captain after serving as Cadet First Sergeant and participated in Color Guard and Drill Team. Arlene plans to attend A&M Kingsville and major in psychology.
First down and 10, 28-yard line, and this time Jesse Hernandez is going to keep it, but he will not pick up much on that play. Evan Garcia, a linebacker, in on the tackle.
Yeah, Gregory Jones was there as well. I mean, these two guys are the leading, tacklers on the team. They're active. They want to make sure they slow down. Jesse, they've seen, obviously, what he's been able to accomplish the last few games he's played against other teams. Even top defenses, he's been very successful. So right now they're focusing in on him.
Well, Jones has 20 tackles, and that is second on the team to Izzy Martinez with 28. Jones has the only 2 sacks this season so far for Los Fresnos. No gain on that play. We'll call it second down and 10. And this time Rodney Garza is going to keep it, and he'll pick up some nice yardage. We'll call it 6 yards down to around the 34-yard line.
Right up the middle, decides to pick up some nice yardage, follows Jesse into the hole. Jesse's playing the fullback row, and then you have the linebacker kind of meaning Cody Taylor for the Falcons comes up and it makes a tackle. But nice pickup there by the Panthers.
So it's going to be second down, officially a gain of 5 on the play. And actually it's going to be third down and 5. Rodney Garza, empty backfield, drops back to pass, has plenty of time, looks, and now he is just going to throw it away, basically.
Yeah, they were trying to set up a screen, and Los Fresnos knew it was coming. From the beginning, they kind of smelt that, or smelled it, whatever word you might want to use there. Sniffed it out, felt it, kind of reacted to it, read it, all those things, adjectives that describe the fact that they said, hey, we know what's coming. So
Donovan Lincoln would have been the intended receiver.
Right, nothing really materialized. Nice play by Rodney. It looks like the Falcons are going to get a good field position.
So 2 possessions, 2 punts now for Weslaco.
Right.
Rodney Garza, the punter. He'll get it off at about his own 24. Ball will bounce out at about the 40. As you mentioned, good field position for Los Fresnos. We have 41 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. And right now, Weslaco, the home team, is trailing Los Fresnos 3-0. This is a K-West production. And once again, Los Fresnos with the ball, right around their own 41-yard line, moving toward the north. And again, the triple option, but not much doing that time for Christopher Resendez. We mentioned he had about 420 yards, one of the leading rushers besides Jesse Hernandez in the district. But again, the defense is up to it for Weslaco.
And both defenses, let's be honest, here we see the replay. They're very active. They're clogging the hole. It kind of reminds you of what Los Fresnos is doing to the Panthers on the other side. And they're just not going to let you try to beat them down the middle. It's just they're going to try to negate that.
So it's going to be second down and 10. No gain on the play. And this time it's going to be a pitch to Miles McWhorter, and he is going to get about 10 yards, very close to the first down. So nice play.
Yeah, McWhorter is a little bit faster. A smaller back, but a lot quicker and faster. Picks up a big first down there.
Yep. So good gain on the play. So let's see where they mark. It looks like a little bit short. Let's see if they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so it'll be a first down inside Weslaco territory.
Looks like that's probably going to end the quarter, too.
Yeah, and that is the end of the first quarter of play. And we see it is the Los Fresnos Falcons over the host team, the Weslaco Panthers, 3-0. This is a K-West production. And we see that Givalence and Martinez CPAs and Advisors is your replay sponsor for the second quarter. They manage your bookkeeping, payroll, financial statements, and tax preparation. Call Givalence and Martinez CPAs and Advisors so you can get back to more important things like your business and your family. And we get the second quarter under play. It's going to be a pitch, and it may go all the way. It's at the 49-yard line, and nobody is going to catch that runner on that play. It is Matthew Padilla, and he goes 49 yards for the touchdown.
We said earlier, it takes only one play, and that's what they're looking for. One play to hit pay dirt, and Matthew Padilla gives you an example of what this offense can do when they're clicking. One play, what is it, just playing a cloud of dust? That's it right there. He's got some space to get going, and it's a big touchdown for the backup quarterback / running back. They'll use him all over the field on offense.
Extra point attempt is coming up. We saw the kicker get a 40-yard field goal earlier. Adolfo Hernandez puts it up, and the kick is good. So we have 11:48 remaining here in the first half. The Los Fresnos Falcons in this playoff game are leading the Weslaco Panthers, a playing game, I should say, 10-0. This is a K-West production.
Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa Fuentes, a proud Weslaco native. I've been practicing in the Weslaco area for the past 16 years. We do our best to see you on time, listen to you, get you well, but most importantly, keep you well. Come visit us, Be Well Clinic, 1206 East 6th Street, next to Sander Pharmacy.
Well, along with Football Fred, I'm Scott Harrison. Weslaco shut out in the first quarter, had a punt twice, but capitalizing on a field goal and a touchdown on their possessions is Los Fresnos. Are you surprised on what you are seeing? A big surprise, I should say, Football Fred.
No, not surprised that Los Fresnos is doing what they're doing. I'm more surprised that, now I wonder if this is going to change. They've got the wind at their backs now, Weslaco High. I'm wondering if they just, if they were trying in the first quarter, they're going against the wind. I wonder if this changes their game plan, but don't get me wrong. This defense, this is what the surprise is, this defense for Los Fresnos has shown up to play this afternoon. They kind of stymied the offense a little bit. I want to see what the coaches come up with here to kind of answer.
So the ball is kicked off, and it's picked up at the 15-yard line, taken to the 30. It's a return of about 7 yards. Looked like maybe Donovan Lincoln. Yes, there's the young man.
Yeah, so let's see how they respond. There's still a lot of football left. But this is the first time that I can recall, Scott, that Weslaco High is in this situation. You can't help but say, you're a young kid playing football. You're just kind of a fan, kind of look at this. Wait a minute, we've never been down 10-0. At least that I can recall in a while. It's been a while. So how did you respond? This is it. This is what Coach Stroman has been talking about. He kept saying that he was real happy with his senior leadership this week. So let's see if those seniors kind of regroup and kind of put things together here, not just on offense. On defense, Coach Ramirez, I see him down there. He's looking at all the coaches, and he's getting input from everybody, talking to the guys. No doubt they've been
offside. Weslaco has exercised option C, which means 5 yards from the end of the run.
Oh, I didn't know there were 3 options.
Well, what was the B option?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
You take a timeout?
You can re-kick it, right? Or you could get the 5 yards. Well, what was B?
Decline it?
I guess that would.
I guess that would be the only one.
All right. So we're not trying to laugh at the officials. It's just that I've never quite heard it said that way. It is going to be first down, and Rodney Garza is going to get over the 45-yard line, pushes away up to midfield. all the way to the 48, and I'm going to tell you what, that is a nice run of about 16 or 17 yards.
Well, he's one of those seniors that Coach Stroman talked about, that he was real happy with the fact that he was showing senior leadership. We see it here. It takes an intended all the way intentional run by Rodney. It seems that's to get him kick-started here on offense.
Would that be a turning point?
It could be. Could be.
All right, in the territory right now for the first time is Weslaco of Fresno, Los Fresnos. Under 11 minutes remaining here in the first half. At that time, not much running for Jesse Hernandez.
I wonder how much fine-tuning can you do besides, wanting to do it more. You tell the offensive line, look, guys, they're stuffing everybody. They're clogging the middle. They don't want Jesse to run. And so what do you address the offensive line? What do you do? Let's see how they respond.
All right, gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 at the 45-yard line. Moving toward the north here in the second quarter. And this time, Rodney Garza is going to fake the handoff, and he is going to pick up about 4 yards, close to the first down.
Yeah, that is going to be a first down.
Okay, they're going to call it a first down. So picks up the necessary yardage, 1st and 10.
I think they got to be patient. Weslaco High cannot be victims of their own, thinking and saying, well, man, we've never been here. They just kind of keep playing. You got to keep playing. You've got the different players out there that can do different things. Rodney takes a step out. Looks like we're going to see a young quarterback had an excellent game last week. That's the number 15. That's Justin Rodriguez, backup quarterback, as Justin kind of has a shoe issue. That's what he has.
Well, last week he threw for a touchdown and rushed for one, so he definitely could handle things. And we do have a whistle. By the way, just a moment ago, that was a Jay Gonzalez Law Firm first down.
Right.
Jay Gonzalez Law Firm, justice for all.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat the down.
And unfortunately, that's what happens sometimes when you get yourself a backup quarterback. The cadence is a little different. So your offensive line are listening for the hut, and your quarterback comes in and says, hut, hut, hut. That's 3, you're kind of like, what just happened?
Yeah. Well, it's sunny today. We see someone with our Cowboys umbrella. Yes, still proud to be a Cowboys fan.
Really?
See that? Yes.
Somebody decided to bring that out.
All right. So it is going to be 1st down and 15. Ball back at the 43-yard line, and it is a fumbled snap, but Garza takes it. He's back in, and he is going to get a good yard on that. Good yardage, probably about 10.
That's the best looking play they've had so far running when it's a play that could very quickly have gone out of hand. Really all he does is just kind of regroup himself. Nice. Really just way of bringing the ball down and knowing where to go with it. Yeah, he picks up nice yardage on that run there by Rodney.
So we are going to have a 2nd down. About 5 to go. Again, we are early here in the second quarter. Los Fresnos leading at 10-0. One back in the backfield. It'll be handed to him, and Jesse Hernandez will go nowhere. Maybe lost a yard on the play.
It's called run blitz. That's the term that the Falcons are doing. They're keeping 7 guys in the box. So what they do is they're rushing 4, they rush 3, they rush 5. On the defensive line, and then they got 3 or 4 guys left over to kind of do all that dirty work. That means you come up down the middle, like in this case, number 14, Cody Taylor did. Come up the middle and rush right down that running lane, run blitz, and try to stop Jesse in the backfield.
And someone had a cutout of Joe Maldonado right there we saw on the screen. He had a couple touchdown receptions, and maybe he's going to get one right now. On cue! Oh, I thought he would catch it. I thought on cue he would make me look good, and just off his fingertips.
Yeah, he had a shot at it, beat the corner out there by himself. It was a one-on-one, and Joe just would love to have that one back, yeah. I'm sure. But nice try there by the Panthers to try to get it downfield. And we haven't seen that from Weslaco High yet. That was really the only play that we've seen that's kind of gone forward, if you would, more than 10, 15 yards. Everything else has been kind of around the line of scrimmage, quick outs, kind of screens and things.
Well, it's going to be 4th down and 6. Panthers going to go for it. Garza back to pass, looking upfield. Has a receiver open, and it's intercepted, and it is going to be brought back to about the 40-yard line. We'll have to see who got the interception as we look at the roster. We see it's Cody Taylor. He is a junior linebacker.
He has been an active young man all afternoon. He has been on a bunch of different plays not just on plays that have been gone to, for example, Jesse Hernandez. Right before that, he made a tackle and got to Jesse to get some negative yardage, but he just picked up a pass right down the middle there for the Falcons. Right now in really good shape. They're even have good field position as well.
Mel Rodriguez was the intended receiver, but Taylor got in front of him and picked it off. So once again, we're going to see the triple option, or what else do you call this?
Yeah, the slot T.
Okay. So
nasty slot, they call it sometimes.
Nasty slot.
Yeah.
All right, the ball is at the 32-yard line, and at this time, not much going as it is given off to the running back, Chris Resendez, and of course, he is the big rusher, well over 400 yards this season.
Coach Strobin says he compared him to a what's it called, a wrecking ball?
Yeah, wrecking ball.
And he says, it just bounces off guys and keeps kind of going. He's got the same build, 5'6". He says about 200 pounds. No more than 5'6", 5'7". So he's just tough to bring down. He always kneels. He's on his knees if you see him right before he gets started on the play.
Ball at the 41-yard line. And again, it is going to be second down and about 4 after that pickup of 6. This time, not much on that play for Resendez.
The Falcons are happy doing this. This is their offense. You might be thinking, they're a little conservative. No, this is it. This is what they like to run. This is where every now and then they'll shock you. Remember, we said 95% run, 5% pass. We did the math, and that's not even anywhere near. At least we thought it was.
No. I think a 99% run. They've only thrown 10 passes this year. And this is going to be a pitch, no gain on the last play. And this time we'll see maybe a gain of a couple. And that was the young man that got the touchdown.
Matthew Padilla looks like he comes in when they need a play. And he was close. It's going to bring up a fourth down.
Yeah, got about 3 on that play.
Yeah, fourth down about 1. And it looks like the Falcons are going to go.
All right. And if they don't get it, it's going to be good field position for Western.
Right. So it looks like this is a playoff game. They're going to wait around.
No future this year for the team that loses. They go home. And that time there's a whistle as the snap was handed off.
Timeout. Weslaco. The first timeout of the half.
And if you're looking for a dependable car audio and alarm company, stop by Extreme Car Audio in Weslaco. Sound systems, car alarms, and LED light bars available at Extreme Car Audio, our timeout sponsor. And right now, here's Carlos Robledo with our Student of the Week.
The band Student of the Week is Jocelyn Cavazos. She is a color guard for the Panther Corps and is graduating with honors and an associate's degree from South Texas College. Jocelyn plans to attend UTRGV and major in interdisciplinary studies.
All right, we've got Kiss Cam, and I'll tell you what.
I think somebody needs to let people know they're on.
All right.
They got to say, hey, look at you. You're on Kiss Cam. What does that mean? You mean to get a little smooch from your honey. That's what that means. Yeah.
Mask and all.
Yep.
Well, we're going to have that 4th down and 1 play, and this time it's going to be handed off, and it looks like Weslaco has stopped the runner, Resendez. He has been stopped. It looks like it's going to go back to Weslaco, a daring call, and it blows up in the Los Fresnos face, and it's going to go back to the Panthers. Maybe this is the turning point of the game.
Yeah, we're going to see the chain gang come out. We really don't see them as much as we used to. And these officials, this is going to be real short. Close. I don't want to call it short. I think it's going to be close. Don't be surprised if they pick this out. I honestly thought they marked him a little ahead of where he was.
You didn't think he was short on the initial?
I thought he was short, but they got a nice spot. No, it's going to be short.
Yeah.
That's Weslaco ball.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be short, but again, on the first look.
Right.
Yeah. But you never know. You got to measure it, and it was a good idea to measure.
Well, you got to give thumbs up to Coach Brown on that one. He went with his offense feeling they were hot. They got a 10-point lead. Weslaco hasn't really shown anything on offense yet. So why not give it a shot?
Yeah. Well, this is really critical now for Weslaco.
Yes.
I mean, a couple punts, turn it over. And this is a time they've really got to show that they're not going to let this game slip away.
And they've had enough time. And this is the what I wanted to mention earlier. On the offensive side, Coach Joe Peña, Coach Vento have had a chance to kind of look at the defense now. So those adjustments are going to come a lot more during halftime. But now you can make those on the fly here with your team.
So we have a slot here on the left side. Pistol formation. Hernandez with the ball takes it, and he is not going to go anywhere. Maybe a yard or two from the handoff given by Rodney Garza.
Yeah, Cody Taylor's probably having the game of his career. He's a young kid, I know that. But he has had not just an interception. He stopped Hernandez already a couple of times, really from developing anything. So he's very active. That middle linebacker spot, he's been all over the field. So, do you keep running at him? What do you do? I mean, he's kind of the seventh guy kind of coming in after they snap the ball. He's kind of a blitzer. See how he handles this.
So it's going to be second down and 9. A ball at the 41-yard line in Los Fresnos territory, and that time a pass on the left side, incomplete to Mel Rodriguez.
Everything seems a step behind. It's just not crisp.
Not in sync.
Yeah, it's not in sync. It's not crisp. It's not flowing yet. You hope that as a Panther fan that it gets rolling here.
Well, we talked to one of the coaches before the game. They changed practices from early morning to mid-morning last week, trying to get them ready for this day game.
Yeah, they knew it was going to be a bit of a different change for these young men. You practice all season long, early 6:30 in the morning. Now you switch it to daytime. Yeah, I'm sure it's a little different.
They showed the Joe Molinado cutout again. Maybe this time they'll throw a long pass to him again. And maybe this time it'll be a completion for a touchdown. Let's wait and see. And we're going to have the play, the handoff to, it's going to be, I think, a free play.
Yeah.
Hernandez has it, doesn't get much. Good lateral pursuit, drop for no gain, but there was a flag probably against the defense.
Yeah, they were jumped off sides. They're trying to jump off, and they just kind of, when they were offside, they snapped the ball. So free play, give them give them 5 yards.
I'll wait for the call. You can see the wind out there against the pants of the official.
Defensive outside. 5-yard penalty. We'll repeat the down.
And that is a Weslaco Vision Source penalty brought to you by Dr. Jaime Rodriguez. Visit Weslaco Vision Source for all your eye care needs.
A little bit of a different defense now from the Falcons. They've kind of backed off, kind of playing pass maybe even a little bit, and kind of looking to think that they're going to go deep. Looks like they're trying to play man on the outside. They're trying to give some help with the safety, but to this side, yeah, they're going to play off a little bit. Looks like there might be a shot back here.
Rodriguez in the slot, handoff to Hernandez on second down and 5. He's going to get about 5 yards for the first down.
Yeah, and that's a nice play. Nice play there by this offensive line. Again, it looks like they're jumping on the defense. They want to do what I'm going to call the Jesse Stopper defense, basically with 7 guys at the line and bringing the run blitz and all. And then they're doing what they usually do, is play back a little bit, play some man, maybe cover 2 in the backfield. Let's see what they get into now.
And that's Jay Gonzalez Law Firm first down. Jay Gonzalez Law Firm, justice for all. Motion toward the left. We have a slot over there now. Looks like a blitz maybe. And this time Rodney Garza is going to keep it. And he gets away from one man. Is that Cody Taylor that slowed him up?
Yeah, that's Cody Taylor again. If I'm the offensive line coach, all right, I'm Royal Sanchez and Coach Cuellar, I go back to them and tell them, okay, what are you guys? I don't care who it is. Here they come. They run into his own guy there, Rodney did. But I would tell him, like, you guys after you're done with your initial back, go find somebody, go hit 14, would you? just push him. If anything else, just push him out of the way. He's been having a really good first half.
Slots on each side. Hernandez in the backfield. Spread formation as usual. Garza at quarterback. It's going to be second down 11. Ball at the 32-yard line. And this time Garza is going to try to throw the ball. He is going to roll toward his left. This time he's going to keep it, and he is going to be out at the 25-yard line, about 4 yards short of the first down, so picked up about 7 on that play.
Ooh, outside, big number 4. Isaiah Dominguez, the tight end, really had streaked down the field and was over. Jesse had to evacuate his original position there because they were coming, but he was open for a minute. He would have had a chance at it with him.
So it's going to be third down and 3, ball at the 24-yard line. Moving toward the north end zone in the second quarter is the home team, and we see Weslaco trailing. This time High snap. Garza keeps it. He's going to run with the ball, and he is going to get very close to the first down. Dives forward, gets it by a yard. Good athletic ability by Garza to get that first down.
Two best plays by Rodney Garza have been high snaps.
Yeah.
That's the type of game we've seen today. Rodney waiting for the snap, and wait a minute, where's the ball? As he's going to go over your head. Wait a minute, go grab it. And then just make what you can out of it, and then just talking about making the best out of it. He got a first down.
Yeah. And speaking of first downs, that's a J. Gonzalez Law Firm first down. J. Gonzalez Law Firm, justice for all. 1st and 10. It is going to be down at the 20-yard line. High snap once again. Hernandez is going to pick it up this time, and he is going to get out of bounds at the 23, loss of 3. And by the way, for a moment there, we saw the Panthers were in the red zone, and they entered the Payne Auto Group red zone momentarily. Payne Auto Group, our red zone sponsor.
So yeah, they kind of on that play went out of it.
Yeah,
I'm a little concerned. If I'm Coach Goyat and the offensive line coach, and say, okay, so what's going on there? You know, what's the deal? You guys got to dry your hands. You know, are they? What's going on?
Sweat.
Right. Yeah, that could do it right there.
It is warm down there. We were walking around. The cold front has not come in yet. So 2nd down and 13. Hernandez has it, and he is going to be stopped maybe after a yard or two. And that was a nice tackle that time by Gregory Jones. We talked about him, 2nd leading tackler on the team.
There's a flag out there. It could have been a couple of things. Obviously, the offensive guys are always doing their best, but the defense looked like they were also kind of in the middle of things.
Defense, hands to the face.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
At the distance.
That's a big play.
Yes, it is.
That is a big play.
And that is a Weslaco Vision Source penalty brought to you by Dr. Jaime Rodriguez. Visit Weslaco Vision Source for all your eye care needs.
Or I should say a big penalty. That gives 15 yards and a first down to the Panthers. The Panthers were struggling with even snapping the ball during the series.
Illegal hands to the face mask on the defense. Be a half the distance penalty. Automatic first down.
And now the Panthers really have entered the Payne Auto Group red zone. Payne Auto Group, our red zone sponsor.
Yeah, 2 for 1. You come in, you come out, and you get another liner, doesn't you?
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be 1st and 10. The ball around the 12-yard line. And Garza going to look downfield, has a receiver open, and gets it to about the 5-yard line. Big hit, and it looks like Donovan Lincoln was shaken up a little bit, but held on to the ball.
Yeah, Donovan was out there open for a while, and Ronnie was hoping maybe that he could take off on a little bit of a a little route going out, but he never really did. Just kind of played the sideline, picked up some yards there.
And nice your buddy Hector Munez was the tackler there, the good return man.
He's corner on that side.
So it is going to be a big play for Garza, and Rodney Garza is going to take it, and he is going to go the distance for the touchdown. Nice run of about 6 yards.
And Rodney Garza they've been doing this quite a bit. They've been patient, and it paid off. Here you're going to get to see Rodney, and it's a design run right up the middle. Follow your blockers, and then stretch out and do your best you can with your best athlete. One of your best athletes, the quarterback. Touchdown Panthers.
All right, and our touchdown extra point sponsor is Dr. Sandra Esquivel, your hometown general surgeon, Dr. Esquivel, and the extra point attempt is up, and the extra point is good. So we have 2:37 remaining in the first half, and Weslaco finally gets on the scoreboard. They trail Los Fresnos 10-7. This is a K-West production.
Smile. Such a simple gesture, and lives through generations. Dr. V strives to give every patient the smile they deserve.
We love Dr. V. Yeah!
So last week, Rodney Garza passed for a couple touchdowns in the first half before he came out. This time he rushes for one, and it puts the Panthers in a good, I think, motivational spirit, all right? They showed they can finally move the ball and capitalize.
So now the defense. Defense has really, let's be honest, the Falcons have been able to run on this defense. So now what adjustment do you do? I mean, halftime is just a 2:37 away, and you might make some more changes there. But now, as your team is out here, what do? You got 2 minutes. You can, in essence, stop the Falcons and try to get the ball back because you do have the win. So you try to do that as much as you can, and they do have, the Falcons have all their timeouts remaining while the Panthers have 2. So just kind of keeping you informed on what could possibly happen here in the last few minutes of this half.
And Moran with the kickoff. And here is the return by Munez. And Hector, who's also the cornerback we heard, does a nice move, and he is going to get up to the 30, 35, 40. Knocked out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. And finally getting to him is Josh Burkett. Of course, we mentioned last season leading tackler with 123.
That's the reason you don't want to kick to him.
Yeah.
We said this earlier. You know, you want to keep it away from him. He seems to have this knack for just, you know, most good punt returners just have a feel, right? You know, you go back into time and you see all the great punt returners. He's one of these young kids that has that feel, and he just knows where to go and how to do it. Nice pickup there by number 4, Muniz.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10. Los Fresnos in their own territory around the 43-yard line. A pitch, and this time it's going to be McWhorter. Miles McWhorter gets to about the 50-yard line, maybe a little past that, very close to a first down.
And McWhorter, again, is lightning in a bottle. I guess we could describe him as this. While you have thunder and kind of the ground shakes with Resendiz, you've got this guy out there who can really go. I mean, he's fast, quick running back, a little different dimension that Resendiz does.
Got about 9 on the play, so it's going to be in Weslaco territory at the 48-yard line. And this time it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He may fall forward to get the first down. And, of course, the quarterback hasn't carried the ball that much, but doesn't need to. But when he does, he's effective. Adrian Longoria.
Yeah, Josh Burkett was there on that play. He hanged on. He ain't going to let Longoria get any further than that. He saw him coming up, and he just dragged him from the waist and brings him down. But not after a first down by the Falcons.
Got a couple yards at the 46-yard line of Weslaco. And, again, clock is running under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. As Football Fred mentioned, Los Fresnos has all 3 of their timeouts. This time a pitch play to McWhorter, and he's hit hard from behind. Falls down to about the 39-yard line, but picks up about 7.
And really trying to come back inside. He was trying to look for another block maybe.
Timeout. Los Fresnos.
Yeah, the clock is running. He was trying to cut back inside, and then from behind, Ethan Zamora introduced himself. He tends to do that every game. At least once he introduces himself to different offensive players.
Well, he had a big game last week, 12 tackles against Donna North. So he definitely made his mark, especially since he had some injury problems, actually strep throat, during the week. Well, we're going to take a break. 1:37 remaining till half. 10-7, the Falcons over the Panthers.
It's your prized possession, your vehicle. Give it that extra special look with an LED light bar. Extreme Car Audio in downtown Weslaco can light it up. Sound systems, window tinting, all accessories, and LED light bars at Extreme Car Audio.
If you're looking for a dependable car audio and alarm company, stop by.
The first timeout of the half.
Stop by Extreme Car Audio in Weslaco. Sound systems, car alarms, and LED light bars available at Extreme Car Audio. Our timeout sponsor. Timeout has come to an end, and it is going to be 2nd down and 3. This time it is Resendez, and he is going to be met at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Nice play there by Roman Saldana, big number 42. He's inside now. He's one of those extra guys that we said earlier. As the Panthers play five down linemen, he's the guy playing nose tackle. Big linebacker. Nice play by him.
Go quickly, and this time it's handed off, and it is going to be actually pitched out, and not much going there. Another very, very short or no gain for the visitors.
Yeah, that was a fumble.
Oh, fumble?
That was a pitch. Longoria.
Weslaco.
Yeah, Longoria had some time to run out, but he got caught. He got caught at the line, and he still pitched it. And I think McWhorter had already passed the pitching point. And so that was fumble there, but nice pickup there by McWhorter.
And right now, here is Carlos Robledo with our Student of the Week.
Academic Student of the Week is Emma Arndt. She is a 3-year member of the National Honor Society and was November's Student of the Month by the Rotary Club. Emma is a 4-year letterman in track, where she is a member of the mile relay, which earned a regional championship and qualified for the state meet in 2019. She plans to attend West Point Military Academy.
If you're looking for a dependable car audio and alarm company, stop by Extreme Car Audio in Weslaco. Sound systems, car alarms, and LED light bars available at Extreme Car Audio, our timeout sponsor. And so we are going to have 4th down and 4. It's going to be a punt, I believe. First punt of the day. Yeah, no.
That's a fake.
It's a fake. And the ball is going to be run. And is it going to be a first down? I believe it's going to be short. A little trickery there. Gregory Jones, the punter, ran with the ball, but it looks like he came up short. We'll see.
And he gets up without his helmet on, and he points to the first down marker. You know, and really, it's got the chain gang might have to come out again. Do you think the chain gang is going to make their second appearance? Yeah, I'm happy to see the chain gang. They don't get mentioned enough. You know, they're coming out. Yeah, I think that was funny. The young man comes up. He wasn't nowhere near any side marker, but he knew he had picked up a first down. At least he thought he did. And we'll see if he's right here in a minute, right in front of the Panther bench there, the sideline. Here comes the chain gang. We've seen them twice now.
Yeah. Well, here they go.
Yeah.
The chain gang.
Yeah, it reminds me of the commercials that are running now. You know, the two guys running around doing all sorts of silly stuff.
Well, I was thinking about the old Pretenders song, Back on the Chain Gang.
That's another one, yeah.
Yeah, that was a classic from the 70s, 80s.
Let's see what you got. And it's even further away than last time.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be short again.
Yeah.
Again, you know, when I looked at it in real time, it looked like he was a little short. But you had to measure.
So now you have 51 seconds before the half. You got a timeout if you're the Panthers. Aggressive? What do you think?
Oh, yeah, you got to go for it. Now, the Panthers, who gets the ball to begin the second half?
The Falcons do.
Okay, so that's all the more reason.
Yeah, so you've got to air it out. Again, you have the wind at your back. You know, at home, wherever you're watching this on YouTube. First of all, glad to have you along, but you really can't appreciate the wind on the field. And as you get a little higher, it gets even worse. And so now the Panthers are going from the south and to the north, and you have that wind behind you. See if you take advantage of that.
Now, if you're going to be a champion, you got to play like a champion.
Yeah.
And you got to go for it.
Okay.
In my opinion. This is my opinion.
Put me in, Coach. I'm ready.
Yeah. I'm fired up.
That's right.
All right, we're going to have motion. One of the trips runs to the slot on the right side. And we see Garza in the backfield with Hernandez. And before he can get it off, there's a whistle. That's not usually a good sign.
Prior to the snap. Number 5, false start. 5-yard penalty. We'll repeat. First down.
You know, you're a receiver. You're excited, especially if the call is going your way, or at least they're going to take a look at you, the quarterback, on a deep, fade or deep route there. You want to take off. You're excited about that.
Rodney Garza, excited to be the starting quarterback this year. We enjoyed him when he was a receiver and did a lot of different things, but now he's the man. Of course, does the punting also.
What's that matchup away from the ball on the sideline of the Falcons? We've got Mel and Padilla. Wow, one-on-one. Let's see what happens there.
All right. Here is Garza, and he is going to look downfield. He's going to drop off a short pass of about 6 yards to Jesse Hernandez. Hernandez does the good thing, gets the first down. So on that play, picks up about 13 yards.
Well, really, to be honest with you, Mel did his job. He took Padilla on a deep route. Padilla took off and really wasn't there to make a play. Picked up a first down for Jesse. First down.
And that's a Jay Gonzalez Law Firm first down. Jay Gonzalez Law Firm, justice for all. 1st and 10 at midfield. Rodney Garza has it. Gets away from a sack. And he is going to look downfield. Now he's going to keep it. He is going to get about 8 yards, knocked down at the 42, and there's going to be a timeout. And if you're looking for a dependable car audio alarm company, stop by Extreme Car Audio.
Their 3rd and final timeout of the game.
They're located in Weslaco. Sound systems, car alarms, and LED light bars available at Extreme Car Audio, our timeout sponsor. And right now we are going to take a timeout for Carlos Robledo to tell us about our student of the week.
Our athlete of the week is Larry Strickland. He wears number 52 for your Panthers and plays center. Larry is a 3-year letterman and was ranked number 2 in the state in powerlifting. He maintains a 4.0 GPA in the classroom, is a member of the Student Council and the Criminal Justice Club. Larry plans to attend UT Austin and major in biology.
All right, we have 27 seconds left till halftime football, Fred. It's 10-7, Weslaco trailing, and they do not get the ball to start the second half. It's Los Fresnos. And what do you do here? You don't have any more timeouts.
Out patterns, try to pick up yard as much as you can and get yourself ready for a nice play to go into the end zone. You had 2 or 3 plays. You had enough time to get out of bounds if you can. You know, can't afford a sack, can't afford a penalty. That'll put you in a negative spot, but let's see how the Panthers handle it. Now, Rodney has an arm. That I will remind everybody, Rodney does.
Ball at the 42-yard line in Falcons territory, 2nd down and 1. Garza has it, and he is going to throw the ball to Hernandez, who did a good thing. I don't know if he dropped it on purpose, but had he caught it, that would have run off a lot of time, maybe almost run out the clock.
That probably was the best thing to do when Jesse didn't catch it.
Yeah.
Because that gives
Let's watch it. Yeah. Do you think maybe he dropped it on purpose? Let's see on the replay.
I really tried. I think just Rodney pitches it out, and he just doesn't grab it. He just couldn't grab it. He tried to get it. It's actually better that he didn't.
Yeah. So it is going to be 3rd down and 1. Rodney Garza has it, feels the pressure, and he is going to be sacked for about a 7-yard loss.
And the blitz is coming. And you got to give credit here to Alan Torres. We mentioned him in the onset.
6 seconds left. Clock is running. Can they get it off? I'll let you finish your thoughts in just a second. 2-1, and they got it off. Let's see. Yes, Rodney Garza throws it downfield, and nobody's there. 3 defenders is all that's back there in the outfield, so to speak, for Los Fresnos.
Yeah, that defense, and I'll be honest with you. The Panthers are going to have to look at this because they've had a lot of success here in this last series. Alan Torres was in the backfield making Rodney dance all the time back in this series. They were just being one-on-one the left tackle there. So they've got to look at that, address some things, kind of regroup, kind of get these kids motivated, hydrated, and let's go for a better second half.
Okay, for a senior citizen, maybe I can do this well. We had about a 49-yard run by Matthew Padilla, also a 40-yard field goal by the visitors, and then we had a 7-yard touchdown run. Okay, it is halftime, and Weslaco is trailing Los Fresnos 10-7. We'll have halftime festivities and back with second half action. This is a K-West production.
For this parade? It's to remind the entire nation of the great deals at the Payne Auto Group. Why does the balloon have to be Bud? Because everyone knows he's full of hot air.
Get a 2021 Chevrolet Silverado Crew Cab for only $28,995. Only at Payne Weslaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Hey, the game's on. Whoa!
Pinstripe ball, talking about the Yankees, that's been canceled.
The pinstripe ball?
Or the 8 Bowl has been canceled.
Huh.
I guess the Fenway Bowl, the Holiday Bowl, the Bahamas Bowl, I'm not sure all of them are stuff.
Well, who do they invite, right?
What's that?
Who do they invite? They don't have many guys to invite. Many teams to invite.
Yeah, all those minor bowls are going to be canceled. It's a shame.
Do you remember how long that run by Padilla was?
Padilla was 49. 40-yard field goal.
Yeah. That's it. That's the difference. It's basically the...
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2020-2021 Weslaco High School Dreamettes. The Dreamettes are under the direction of Mrs. Raquel Rico. The Dreamettes are in their 6th year as a team and have received numerous awards. At the 2020 Showtime International Valley Dance Spectacular held on February 29th, the Dreamette officer received a sweepstakes award, Best in Category for both Palm and Lyrical. And as a team, the Dreamettes also received the sweepstakes award in the prop category. They received the Supreme Award for having the highest score, the Judges Award, and Best in Category. The team also received the Judges Award and Best in Category for their lyrical performance. Introducing your 2020-2021 DreamEd officers. Introducing Social Officer Jaylin Nevarez. Social Officer Marisol Gonzalez. Social Officer Kimberly Villanueva. And now, your DreamEd Dance officers, introducing Second Lieutenant Esperanza Jaramillo. First Lieutenant Vianney Rios. Captain Ariana Sepulveda. And our 2020-2021 DreamEd Major, Rebecca Matias. Also joining us, our DreamEd mascot, Savannah Vico. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you now to sit back, relax, and enjoy this very special performance.
If they barely escape with a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Jazzy Fizzle production. The princess is here.
Automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, funky, fresh. Put my body so melodic, this beat goes right through my chest. Everybody, modern poppy, came to party, grab somebody, work your body, let me see you on two step. Everybody get on the floor, party up, we about to get it on. I love it, we about to get it on. Make the boys say hello, they know I'm working the beat. I know you heard about a lot of girls who see you, they got nothing on me. Because I'm 5'2", I wanna dance with you and I'm sophisticated fun. I keep feeling me on and I'm nice and on, but believe I'm number one. Everybody get on the floor, party up, we about to get it on. We about to get it on.
Times that they've been open down the field, so you don't have a lot of guys to throw to, and I don't know why they got away from the quick patterns out there. You know, I don't know why they got rid of that. They didn't give that. I don't think they gave that a lot of chance.
SJ Hospice Services, here for patients and their family. In your home, we provide the highest quality of care, compassion, and emotional support. We're experts in nursing care and pain management. We are proud to announce SJ Hospice has earned the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. SJ Hospice Services, excellence in end-of-life care and comfort.
The final band in Conference 6A is the Weslaco High School Band.
Their program is entitled Out of the Shadows. Selections include Gustav Mahler's Symphony No. 2, The Resurrection, Symphony No. 5, Adagietto, Symphony No. 3 and No. 7. Drum majors, Gabriela Sanz, Jarek Garcia, and Cruz Perez. You may begin your performance for the finals of the Weslaco ISD Marching Band Festival.
Let's have another big hand for our Panthers for an encore performance from 2018. The halftime scores on the big scoreboard are brought to you by Taqueria El Compayito, located across the street from the stadium. Hey, after the game, you can go by and order a delicious order of lunches and a variety of taquitos, including bistec, trompo, fajitas, tripas, and more. Halftime scores brought to you by Taqueria El Compayito. As we get ready for the kickoff of the second half, we would like to acknowledge our kickoff sponsor, Jones, Gallagher, Key, and Lozano, located right here in Weslaco at Suite 2300, West Pine Suite 300. Attorneys at law, Jones, Gallagher, Key, and Lozano, our kickoff sponsor.
are live from Weslaco, Texas, and we are at a beautiful facility, Texas National Bank Field, and at Bobby Lackey Stadium, along with Football Fred. I'm Scott Harrison, and this is District 32 6A action. It's between the Weslaco High Panthers, the host team, and they've come into this game 2-1 on the season. All district games against the Los Fresnos Falcons. They are 2-2, again, all district games. Now, this was just going to be a regular season game originally, but the teams agreed to make it a zone play-in game. Winner advances to the first round of the state playoffs. Loser ends their season. The Panthers are the second-place team in the District 32 6A West Zone. Falcons third in the East Zone. And again, we're getting ready for the kickoff in just a moment. And as we begin the second half, we'd like to acknowledge our kickoff sponsors, Jones, Callaghan, Key, and Lozano. They are located at 2300 West Pike, that is Suite 300 in Weslaco. Jones, Callaghan, Key, and Lozano, attorney at law, our kickoff sponsor. Again, the score is 10-7, the Falcons over Weslaco. And the scoring recap, Matt Padilla with a 49-yard touchdown run. Then there was a 40-yard field goal added. And finally, that was by Adolfo Hernandez. Finally, a 6-yard run for Weslaco. And that was by Rodney Garza, the quarterback. The kickoff comes down, and Munoz has it. He is going to get to the 20-yard line, and that is where Falcons will start 1st and 10. Let us have the starting lineups right now for the defense of the Weslaco Panthers.
Alex Medrano,
Austin Craig,
Ralph Garza, Alexis Munoz, Caleb Gomez,
Aaron Esquivel,
Nathaniel Perez, Josh Burkett, Aaron Rames,
Jacob Denna, Leon Rodriguez.
ATPE is your ally, your voice for professional educators.
And Falcons will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Again, the quarterback is Adrian Langora. An interesting offense, isn't it, Football Fred?
Yeah, it's slot T. It is a triple option. Again, you're going to see a lot of running, and they've been successful so far here in the first half. Let's see if that continues.
Okay, a running play, no passes so far at all, and there is going to be a pickup of about 5 on that play by their big running back. Christopher Resendez had about 420 yards coming into this game.
Yeah, Josh Burkett is excited. He knows what's at stake. Coach Stroman told us, look, I was real pleased with practice or senior leadership. It's going to take those seniors to get this win tonight, this afternoon.
So 2nd down and 4. First pass of the game. It's going to be complete. And is it complete?
It looked like he had 1 foot inbounds and 1 foot out. Again, there's your 5% of the 95.
No, it's complete.
It's complete?
Yeah, yes, it is. It was to Alejandro Flores, and that, I believe, is only the 2nd pass completion of the season. The quarterback now is 2 for 11.
Yeah, why not?
2 for 11, and I'm not sure how much that gain was, but he had only 6 yards passing prior to that pass. This time a pitch, and it is going to be a big open field tackle against Miles McWhorter.
Yeah, that's the type of thing that the Panthers need to do more of. Excellent play there by Jacob Denna coming over from his corner spot and making a tackle in the back, and a big loss, really at about 3 yards of a loss there. But yeah, you got to see basically the first pass in a long time.
Oh yeah, well, since last week, but that was only the only completion was last week.
Yeah, I would say this offense doesn't run much of that.
No, not at all. So it is going to be 2nd down and about 13. It is a pitch back, and again, Resendez is going to be thrown this time for about another 2-3 yard loss.
Yeah, that one is an excellent play there by Caleb Gomez. Now, Caleb all year has been switched back and forth. Defensive end, linebacker there. He runs like a linebacker. He ain't going to let him get out of the way. Matter of fact, McWhorter knows that, hey, this guy looks like he's coming for real. let me kind of make a business decision here, and let's see if we can get another down for it. It's going to be a 3rd down and long.
By the way, that pass was about 14 yards. So the quarterback on the season, Adrian, he has completed 2 out of 11 passes for 20 yards. That was his longest pass of the season.
Well, this is a passing situation.
Yeah,
what do you do?
It's going to be 3rd and 15. Loss of another 3, and this time the quarterback's going to keep it, and Longoria is going to get back to about the original line of scrimmage, give him several more, got about 8 on the play, still 7 yards short of a first down.
If you were to say, and you were to create a knock on this defense, trouble for this defense, this offense, what could it possibly be? The triple option consists of 3 guys running and trying to get misdirection and trying to do different things, but when you're behind the count, like you were there at 3rd down and long, it's tough because you don't have a lot of play action plays or plays that are going to give you a pass. It's built on the run, and so it's tougher to get a first down or to get any type of positive things coming out of that.
And it's going to be 4th down and 7. There's going to be a kick, and it's going to roll down to about the 36-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 9:04 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 10-7 Falcons over the Panthers. We are now going to have our student of the week.
The cheerleader of the week is Lauren Buttermer. She is a UCA All-American, Hall of Fame cheerleader, and is a Superior Honor Roll student. Lauren is a member of the National Honor Society, Hidalgo County Cotillion, and is a 2020 Bluebonnet Texas Girls State Delegate. She plans to attend UT Austin and major in communication.
Back once again here in Weslaco. It's going to be the Panthers' first possession of the second half. It's going to be the pistol formation. Rodney Garza hands it off to the back behind him, Jesse Hernandez. He is going to sweep to the left side, gets about 4, 2nd down and 6.
Nice chase there by Francisco Melendez and a couple of other Falcons. Big Jermaine Castillo was coming. But you know what? Again, we've said this before. We said this pretty much all season. Jesse has deceptive speed. He looks like he's not going to get the corner, but then he does, and you realize how quick he can be. Brings up a 2nd down.
I felt the defense was much more aggressive on that last series for Weslaco. Let's see if the offense is the same way. That time, pass is thrown away. It's going to be a 2nd down and about 4.
So here on that play, basically, he was trying to kind of work a sideline route to looks like Izzy. And there was just nothing there, and Rodney just overthrow. He's going to bring up a 3rd down now.
3rd down, third down.
It's moving quickly here. This offense, again, trying to get things into sync is the word we used earlier this half.
So actually it's going to be 3rd down and 7 right now. And again, we have a slot on the right side, and it will be thrown to the slot, and it is going to be a pickup of a first down. Got about 8 or 9 yards. Great play that time, and it was Mel Rodriguez.
The game started with this type of action. Throw it quickly out there to your receiver, and let Mel, let Izzy, whoever, Donovan, try to go out there and pick up those yards after the catch. For whatever reason, they just kind of got away from it. And here we see some of the things that could happen if you keep going back to that. It's a big first down.
And that's a Jay Gonzalez Law Firm first down. Jay Gonzalez Law Firm, justice for all. Ball at the 48-yard line, moving toward the north, away from the scoreboard here in the 3rd quarter is the Weslaco Panthers. This time Rodney Garza is going to keep it, and he'll pick up about 4, gets over midfield.
I was talking earlier during the half, Fan, and we were just talking about the game. He said, look, they're keeping 7 guys in the box. If you do the math, which I'm terrible at, but he unfortunately was. He was good at it. So they got 7 guys in the box. Try to go outside as much as you can because you have less people. Well, that makes sense. So let's see if the Panthers can do that. It sounds simple, but see if they can do that.
2nd down and 6 this time. It's going to be a handoff ahead to Jesse Hernandez. Remember, Hernandez, first 3 games of the season, had over 100 yards rushing each game. This time picks up about 1.
Right. Brings up another 3rd down. And so we're starting to see hopefully some momentum kind of shift here and see if they can kind of get to pick up another first down and kind of keep the drive going. But this defense for the Falcons has been very aggressive from the beginning of this game.
So we'll call it maybe no gain on that play. 3rd down and 6. Ball at the 48-yard line. Have to get to the 42 of Los Fresnos for the first down. Garza is going to pass it ahead, and he does find his receiver, and it's going to be the 10-15 touchdown. That is a huge touchdown of 48 yards, and on the reception that time, it was Izzy DeLeon.
We said that it was a matter of time before they went out more than just kind of going inside. Maybe they're building something. Maybe they're trying to get something. But here, Rodney knows where he wants to go. Looks at an excellent pass right to the minute. Izzy does the rest. Izzy's just too quick, too fast for any of these defenders back there. It's just a big touchdown. And for the big number 18, a nice touchdown there for Izzy De Leon.
Touchdown extra point sponsor is Dr. Sandra Esquivel, your hometown general surgeon, Dr. Esquivel. And the extra point is up, and it is good. So we have 7:03 remaining here in the third quarter. Weslaco takes their first lead of the night over the Los Fresnos Falcons, 14-10. This is a K-West production.
There's a lot to celebrate in the Rio Grande Valley, not to mention our strong economic growth. It's a privilege to live and work here, and we know you feel the same way. Texas Regional Bank, proud supporter of the Rio Grande Valley.
And we're back once again. And what is that, a giant cowbell? What has that guy got over there? Is he the water fan in the stand?
Yeah, I need more cowbell. That's right. We all need more,
yeah, there it is.
More cowbell.
Oh, they love him at Mississippi State. I've actually been to a game at Starkville, and you can barely hear after that because of all the cowbells that they ring.
That's homemade, I want you to know.
Yeah, that's homemade. All right. Well, that is one of the highlights of the game.
That's right.
Win or lose today.
Yeah.
That is one of the highlights of the Panthers, at least one of their fans. All right, there is the kickoff. And it's going to come down to your favorite guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and he is going to get up to about the 20-yard line. Hector Munez. Again, you said Coach didn't want to kick to him, but he's been able to find that ball on a couple kickoffs.
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what, you have Chris Resendez back there, you have other guys back there. He calls them off. He waves them off. No, I got it. That tells you how confident that young man can be. Hey, before we continue, I just want to bring this out. We didn't do it earlier. That offensive line gave time on that scoring play to Rodney. So, that offensive line, did a good job on that scoring play.
All right. So it is going to be first down and 10. And this time it's going to be a loss, it looks like, in the backfield. Yes, not much going at all that time for Resendez.
Yeah, Resendez, at least to begin the third quarter here, the same kind of openings were not there.
Zamora.
Yeah, it looks like that defense is finally pushing that offensive line backwards. Why? Because you saw Resendez running, and he's running into his own offensive blockers. So the offensive linemen, that tells you that those offensive linemen are going the other way instead of forward.
Second down and 11. I want to ask you in a moment about the family on the back of their uniforms.
Sure.
We haven't talked about that yet today. And this time it's going to be Resendez getting about 4 or 5 yards. What's that all about?
Well, this goes back to Coach Findlay, who many Falcon fans will remember was here, a longtime coach. You had him here, and he decided, and the team at that time decided the best thing to do is put everybody how they felt and how they feel about each other. It's a big family, and that's their motto. That's what makes them strong, and that's what they rely on.
Third down and 6 coming up, and this time another running play, and not much doing this time either. Let's see who has it this time. Resendez?
Yeah.
He's only going to get a yard or two.
And again, here's the if you have to say there's a problem with this deep offense, this is it. Now we saw the tricky Falcons earlier pull an end around, a fake punt. It looked better than the Cowboy ones. That I can tell you that happened. Yesterday.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about the Cowboys in just a second.
That happened yesterday. That's a totally different story.
All right.
But here they come quickly to the line. You got to be careful.
All right, it's going to be 4th down and 4. Punt coming up. And it is going to bounce near midfield. It's going to be good field position for Weslaco.
Takes a bounce back. Bounces back.
I wanted to say real quick here, the Cowboys, again, we have a lot of Dallas fans listening. There's going to be a change in their schedule. The Ravens-Steelers game, which was going to be played Sunday, already moved away from Thursday. It's going to be on Tuesday now.
Right.
Now, the Cowboys were supposed to play the Ravens on Thursday, so that's not going to happen.
More than likely, stay tuned. That's going to change if you're a Cowboys fan.
All right, so we wanted to pass that along. That word just came along again. The Cowboys game with the Ravens next Thursday looks in real jeopardy because I don't think you play on a Tuesday and then play again on a Thursday for the Ravens. They got to play the Steelers now on Tuesday. That just announced. 1st and 10 now for Weslaco. They are inside the territory of Los Fresnos at the 46-yard line, and the handoff is going to go to Jesse Hernandez, and he is going to get the first down and much more. He is at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Jesse Hernandez all the way for the score, a 46-yard run. We've seen him go over 70 yards, over 80 yards. This time, 46 yards for a score. It seems every game he has a big run to pay dirt.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to give credit what credit is due. That offensive line now, I'm looking around to see if there's any flags.
Oh,
I don't know. I can't see far. I don't see any yellow. Do you? I mean, but
no, they're coming back.
Why is everybody coming back?
Yeah, that was a yellow flag. So unfortunately, we'll have to
holding on number 59 of the offense. A 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat it down.
Yeah, it looked nice.
You know what that means, right? What? That means Jesse has to just go and run it further now.
Yeah, get some more yards.
Instead of 46, make it a 56-yard run.
Well, he came in with 420 yards approximately for the season. That was the same total just about as Resendez. So, again, had he got that touchdown run, that might have put him ahead of Resendez for the season.
Right, man. What a break for the Falcons, really.
Oh,
I mean, that would have been huge for the Panthers.
And let's hope this is not a momentum turner back for the Falcons.
Right.
We'll have to wait and see. So it's going to be first down on about 20 back at the 44-yard line of the Panthers. And this time it's going to be a pass from Garza. Mel Rodriguez gets to about the 50-yard line, so it's a pickup of 6 on the play.
Quick out pattern. Mel was open from the get-go. He had Jesse on the flat if he wanted him. Had a couple of options, really. And a nice choice by Rodney to decide as he, they're doing a little different. And then again, you're kind of seeing the adjustments. Look at Rodney now, kind of rolling out of his left, rolling out of his right, away from the pressure. Let's see if that continues.
So it's going to be about still 14 yards for a first down. This time another pass play over to the right flat. Rodriguez has it again and basically gets no gain.
Yeah, Mel, and they're happy to try to get the ball out to Mel, which is, again, a running play basically. You just kind of throw it out there, and it makes sense because, like we said earlier, you've got a lot of guys in the box in front of the line. Right behind the defensive line, you got another 3 or 4 guys.
Hurman Steele with the tackle.
Yeah, those guys have to go get to the other side of the field. So why not get the ball out there and make them run side on the sideline? Get them tired if you can.
Castillo has an interception, a couple pass deflections this season. So it is going to be about 14 yards on third down. Garza has it, this time in the flat to the left side to Jesse Hernandez, and he is going to get the first down. He is going to get about 15 yards all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
So Hernandez didn't get the touchdown run, maybe a little ticked off, and shows it positively by getting the first down.
He kind of in the beginning, it looked like he was going to block.
Yeah.
And he just kind of slipped out on a wheel route, wide open there for him, for Rodney, and picks up a big first down. There's more than just, when you have a penalty like that, you got to get your first down back and build. Panthers are building on their drives.
And that's the J. Gonzalez Law Firm first down. J. Gonzalez Law Firm, justice for all. And this time it is going to be a loss on that running play for Jesse Hernandez of about 1.
Yeah, the troubles continue on the snap. Those snaps continue to be a little high. And I wonder, sometimes it's just nerves, sometimes it's just the way you're handling the football. There's a lot of different things it could be.
Look at those pretty masks.
Everybody.
You can make a fashion statement with a mask.
Well, they're creative here in Weslaco. That's one thing we've seen, is that all the fans here are creative. Here's a high snap again.
Oh, my gosh, again. How many times is that? 5 or 6?
That's at least 5 or 6 times.
Yeah, Garza gets it, and he is going to fall ahead. He is going to actually get close to 10 yards, still a couple yards short of the first down, but did a nice job recovering on that play.
So as a coach, do you go by and say, hey, tap your center on the rump and tell him, hey, man, just slow down, bro. Just take it easy. We're going to be okay. Or do you grab a coach and say, Coach Stroman says, somebody call a timeout and get him out of here, before this really gets out of hand?
So still 4 yards short of the first down. It is going to be third down and 4. The ball is at the 29-yard line. Have to get it to the 25. Garza is going to pass, and he finds his receiver open, and he is going to get the first down, it looks like, with about a yard to spare. And that time it's, Mekhi Jones?
Yeah, Mekhi Jones, just a sophomore, part of that super sophomore group that the Panthers like quite a bit. He started the game since he was really a sophomore this year. So had a fine season so far, and the Panthers are trying to put things together here.
And that's a J. Gonzalez Law Firm first down. J. Gonzalez Law Firm, justice for all. It's a running play, and it's going to be good for about 5 or 6 yards that time for Jesse Hernandez.
And you're comfortable if you're the Panthers. You're chipping, and you're chipping away. The clock is running in the third quarter. You got a minute 40 left to go, more or less here. You got to like this. You got the wind at your back if you need it.
Okay, a gain of 4 officially on the play. In the pistol, it is going to be 2nd down and 6. And this time, Jesse just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that defense, once again, we've got to be mighty impressed with this defense. They've got quite a bit of players in there, and really an excellent game. Not just half. Cody Taylor was in there.
Timeout, Weslaco. The first timeout of the half.
I like this timeout.
And if you're looking for a dependable car audio and alarm company, stop by Extreme Car Audio in Weslaco. Sound systems, car alarms, and LED light bars available at Extreme Car Audio, our timeout sponsor. And right now we are going to have Carlos Robledo with our Student of the Week.
Introducing the Dreamette of the Week, Ariana Sepulveda. She is this year's captain of the Dreamettes. Ariana plans to study interior design at the University of Houston. Our Dreamette of the Week, Ariana Sepulveda.
We hope you're enjoying this game at Texas National Bank Field at Bobby Lackey Stadium. And remember, the Panther season is sponsored by Knapp Medical Center. We ask all fans to support our sponsors because they support Weslaco ISD Athletics. Thank you, Texas National Bank, Knapp Medical Center, and all our sponsors for your support. So here we have it. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 at the 20. Pass or run?
I think you've got to run it, and I think this offensive line needs to do the job. Let's go, guys.
Okay, you're right. Garza is going to throw, and it's knocked away at the last second. My gosh, the pass was intended once again for Jones. Knocked away by Emiliano Moreno, one of the better defenders for the visitors. As a matter of fact, let me look him up for a minute, and he has an interception this season, and guess what? He leads the team with 4 passes deflected, make that at least 5.
Yeah, and there was single coverage, so the Panthers were happy to not run that ball necessarily. Now, this is interesting. This young man Moran has been in the warm-ups, was hitting 50-yarders.
Okay, and this one is what, about 42?
About?
Yeah. Oh, look, no, actually, let me say it was 37. 37. So the 37-yard field goal attempt is up, and it is good. And that was nice by Lenore Baron. And so with 1:10 remaining here in the third quarter, Weslaco has now built their lead to 17-10 over the Los Fresnos Falcons, and they have really come out inspired. Whatever Coach Stroman told them at halftime really got them fired up. Both the offense and defense is playing differently.
I go back to what Coach Stroman told us during the week. He basically said, look, I liked our week of practice. Coach Vento confirmed, hey, we switched our time because we wanted the kids to get the feel of playing in a humid, hot weather game. He says, but I like what the seniors have been doing. They've been taking the lead. I didn't have to do too much. He says, you know, when I know that the team is on task and unfocused, and I said, how? He says, when I don't hear Coach Vento screaming. You know, coaches, they love to do that. You know.
Yes. All right. There is the kickoff. And this time they are not going to let your friend Hector get it.
Yeah. No, Hector wanted to run back there in the middle of the E and pick it up if he could.
No, it's a touchback. So it's going to be 1st and 10. And let us see if the defense comes out inspired again. And we have Kiss Cam on once again. And remember, if you don't win this game, you kiss your season goodbye.
That's right. That. Yeah.
Winner moves on.
Well, I hope that's not the case. You're a Panther fan, but you know what? The Panther fans are always happy to be out. They turn out, and obviously social distance, safety comes first. They've done an excellent job here at the stadium at Bobby Lackey to keep that in mind.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And we are going to see a running play that doesn't get too much. We'll see who's at the bottom of the pile. And it looks like it is Christopher, right?
Yeah, Resendez is I would give him the ball as much as possible. Why? Because he has shown that all it takes is one Good play. Now, another guy I'll tell you to be on the lookout is big number 6, Matthew Padilla.
Yes.
He's been successful.
49-yard touchdown.
Yeah, let's see if they use him at all here.
It's going to be 2nd down and 8. And this time, another running play, and it's going to be your friend, right, Padilla, that time?
Well, no, actually, that's McWhorter.
Oh, McWhorter. Okay, McWhorter, yeah. And he is going to get about 3 or 4, and that could possibly be the last play. We'll see how fast they try to get it off. It's going to be 5 yards to go for the first down right now. 3rd down and 5, ball at the 30-yard line in Los Fresnos territory.
I just think that they're going to involve Padilla somehow.
So one out of bounds, clock stops, so they will get another play.
Yeah, they're going to have to get another play off. But yeah, I believe so. I believe they got to get him involved somehow.
There's the Dreamettes, right? They always do a great job.
Fine ladies are always prepared to do a fantastic job.
So this time the quarterback is going to keep it, and he is going to lose a yard. Not going to get that first down, and it's going to be 4th down. And again, Adrian Longoria on the keeper.
Yeah, Longoria called his own number. Really, I think he wanted to go really outside. He really wanted to something. This defense for the Panthers, I will agree with you, Scott, has not only become more aggressive, but they have become just coming in here and getting it done, being aggressive, but showing up, clogging those lanes. What they wanted to do from the beginning is finally happening.
And we have gone through 3 quarters of play. Weslaco, big 3rd quarter, scored 10 unanswered points, and they lead the Los Fresnos Falcons 17-10. Again, a play-in game was supposed to be a regular season game, a play-in game. Winner goes to the playoffs. So we head into the 4th quarter, brought to you by Sonic, home of the half-price cheeseburger on Tuesday evenings. Sonic, right down on the road from Texas National Bank Field at Bobby Lackey Stadium. Thank you to Sonic and Weslaco, our 4th quarter sponsor. And you got to be excited. I tell you, if you're a Weslaco fan, I mean, you talk about halftime adjustments. We saw some, or we are seeing some right now.
Yes, both on offense and defense. And we said that that's exactly what we expected by Coach Stroman and the rest of the staff.
There's Coach Stroman.
Yeah, Coach Ramirez, the defensive coordinator. Man, he's I have not seen him yet stop jumping and running down the sidelines. It's like, he's a former Panther.
Yeah.
He played back in the day, and he looks like he's ready to go in there and play. I mean, he's just that active today.
Put me in, Coach. I'm ready to play. Remember, that's from some song.
That is.
Center field by the, what was it? I forget who does that. Alabama, maybe?
I have no idea, but I remember the tune.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to have a punt coming up. The punt will go back from about the 20-yard line, so it should be pretty good position for the Panthers. And it is going to bounce and be down at about the 32-yard line. Panthers will start in their own territory, heading toward the south, toward the scoreboard. And what significance is that as far as the wind, the field position?
Well, when especially Rodney, who has a delivery in his arm, he's got a strong arm. Right?
So they're going with the wind or against the wind?
They're going against the wind.
All right.
So that because he's got a strong arm, that helps. But at the same time, your passes might be affected, especially Rodney, who likes to put a lot of vertical into it. He just kind of puts it up high and then kind of goes down the air. If it grabs it, it might be intercepted. So you got to be careful. I would think that just the Panthers are going to be happy to try to get first downs here with Jesse.
Yeah, try to run that clock. That's the main thing now. So it's 1st down and 10 at the 33-yard line. Rodney Garza, he's got Jesse Hernandez in the backfield, got a slot over there on the right side, and this time it is going to be Hernandez, and he is going to get ahead for about 4 yards to the 36.
Now something has changed. This defense is not as aggressive as they were earlier. Now it could be that this offensive line finally picked up on what they were doing. Remember, we said earlier they were playing a 5-man line at one point. Right now they're having 3 guys up front. They're moving the linebackers back and forth. So 5, you've got 5 guys, 6, 7 guys again at the line. It looks like they want to bring some pressure to Rodney.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Again, a high snap. Hernandez gets it, and that had to affect that play. And he still will fall ahead. And believe it or not, his second effort is going to get him near a first down. He probably picked up 4 or 5 yards just by bullying himself ahead.
Right. Yeah, these the snaps are high. I kind of run out of reasons why this would be the case, except that you're just not in tune yet. Your time's off. Could be a lot of different things that you're thinking as the center.
And there's the band, giving us all those great sounds. It's going to be 3rd down and 2, and there's a flag before the play gets off.
Yeah, that's some movement up on the line.
Prior to the snap, false start, everyone but the center.
Really?
5-yard penalty, repeat the down.
Well, I like that. At least you blame people that need to be blamed and not Larry.
Right.
Yeah, Larry's got his own issues to work with right now. He's been trying to get the ball down a little bit. Leave him alone, get everybody else in trouble.
So we are going to have now 3rd and, I don't know, about, 6 or 7?
7 yards, yeah.
All right, so Garza has it. He's going to keep it. He is going to get close to the 1st down. Look at the way he moves. And now he's going to get way open. He's at the 50, 45 before he gets knocked out of bounds. So on that particular play, I'll tell you what, he did a nice job picking about 20.
Rodney just doesn't seem to get fazed by all these linebackers / linemen that are
look
coming
at his footwork. Watch this.
I mean, he's kind of like,
Look
okay,
at
does
that,
anybody
like a
want to block?
dance.
Yeah, block for me, somebody. Hey, Erasmo, get down the field, man. I'm still running. You got to coach. Strickland's done and not running down there. They're all putting it together. They understand that, Coach Stroman said, look, don't let this be your last game.
Oh, look at the drummers. How many drummers are there in the 12 Days of Christmas?
I have no idea.
All right, yeah, that reminded me of that song, See the Drummers. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to have a run on 1st down. It was at the 46, gets down to the 44, a couple yards for Hernandez. I think it's 10 drummers drumming.
Oh, really? Yeah. It was plenty of. It looked like there was 10 or more guys drumming.
Now there's the drummers. Again, Now they showed the Dreamettes, we could say 9 ladies dancing.
There
right?
you go.
And
they could just go from there.
Yeah. And I don't know then. I don't think we have maids of milk in here, though. I don't think we could do the 8 maids of milk.
So I was saying earlier, Coach told them, hey, you guys are seniors. You just don't let this be your last game.
No.
Don't let this be it. Maybe he told them that during the half. Who knows?
Okay, so it is going to be 2nd down and about 8. The ball in the territory of Los Fresnos. Clock running under 9:30 remaining here in the 4th quarter. And Weslaco up by 17. Remember, team that wins moves on to the state playoffs. Team that loses, their season is over, and we have a whistle.
Yeah, it looks like too much time.
Delay game on Weslaco. 5-yard penalty. We'll repeat the down.
Yeah, when we said run the clock, we that's exactly what we thought. You just want to do it before the play clock runs out. But again, that's just going to happen in this type of thing,
So it's going to be 2nd down and about 14 or 15. Ball back to near midfield. Again, Weslaco, they'd be happy just to run off maybe 5-6 minutes here if they could.
Hey.
And again, Garza has it, and he's going to run ahead, and he is going to be very near the 1st down. Gets it with a spin move, so on that play got about 17 yards.
So the spinner Rooney ends the last play of the last run there. You got to give him, he runs right down the middle. The defense thought he was going to throw. And then you see that spin at the end. Yeah, they got him that extra yard he needed in the 1st down.
Right. And actually, we'll call it officially 15 yards. So the ball is up to the 34-yard line. 1st down and 10. There's a good banner, a good, I guess you could say, billboard of the Panthers. It's outside the stadium. This time, Jesse Hernandez gets it. He'll be spun down at the 23. Would have picked up close to a 1st down, but there's a flag.
Is it just me? Are these flags really started getting really heavy here in the 4th quarter?
A lot of laundry.
Yeah. For a Friday.
It's laundry day.
Yeah.
And my mother used to do laundry on Friday, so I don't know.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Friday is his laundry day.
Friday afternoon.
On the offense, number 59. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat the down.
All right.
Somebody said that if you really wanted to, many players and coaches have said that
you could call play on every play,
right?
See, I already knew that. So, I'm not making.
But it's true.
I'm saying I've heard that's been said so many times. You're absolutely right, Fred.
That scares me.
It's a good point. Well, you played the line.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, you don't do it on purpose.
No.
It just kind of happens. You're not going to go out there and say, "Hey, man, I'm going to hold 55."
No.
That's you're trained to do what you can and what you've been taught. Sometimes it just slips.
That's right. So we have 1st down and long. I think it's close to 20 now. And we are going to see Jesse Hernandez with the ball, and he is only going to get a yard or 2.
Right. The Panthers are starting to really run the clock now. And we've got about 8 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the 4th. Still a lot of time to go. I wouldn't let the pedal off the gas quite yet against this dangerous Los Fresnos team.
By the way, lots of fans out here for both teams.
Yeah.
Obviously limited capacity, but people did make their way out here on Black Friday, as it's known in the retail business, and enjoying the game. All right, Garza is going to hoist this one up, and it is going to be kind of a jump ball, and nobody got it that time. A couple people up high trying to get it. Among them, we saw Jones for Weslaco, and also Marino, who has an interception this season for the visitors.
Really, Rodney just missed Izzy. Izzy de Leon was wide open. I know he was trying to, the play was probably designed out there.
Yeah.
But man, oh man. You know, it's one of those things where you said, man, if you were just taking a peek to the other side, you would have seen 18 waving his hands, waving his fingers, and all this other stuff.
So we're going to have, I guess, about 17 yards to go. No, actually 20, 3rd and 20. And Garza throws it, and the ball is going to be incomplete. And so,
wow,
again,
no flag?
Yeah, no flag. It was close to, but it was De Leon.
Yeah, Coach Stroman is at the 40, and he's making the universal sign of pushing.
Yeah. There's the band. Let's all wave at them. They're doing a nice job.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That was a good job.
Yeah, the horn section. I don't know how you play a trombone. That would be so difficult to play, in my opinion.
All right.
That's a talent.
You got to watch number 4 back there. Coach didn't want anybody kicking to him. Just try to either put it up real high, put it on the floor, do something. Just don't let him touch it.
Who's that?
Matthew Padilla, who's back to return here on this 4th down.
Yeah. All right, so here comes the kick. It's gotten off. Garza gets it. And now it's going to be returned. And actually, it's Munez, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks to be who's that? Is that Muñiz?
Yeah,
that's Muñiz.
Yeah,
he's one of those other guys that the same thing. As a matter of fact, Muñiz is one of their top, if not their top returner.
I think he's the most dangerous one.
He is. Yeah, he is. And so, you know, he wants the ball in his hands as much as possible. And the Panthers know that. Nice kick there, and nice coverage by that special teams.
And there's the Panther leading the fans to cheer on the team.
Always ready to roar.
That's right. And we haven't seen the Rolling Panther this season, have we?
You know, I think it's just
because of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the students. They're limited here what they can do as well. So we'll give them a year off and bring them back next year.
I enjoyed that last year when they brought him back. Okay, so it's going to be 1st down and 10, ball at the 18-yard line, and this time the second pass of the game, and it is incomplete. It was going to be caught almost for a 20-yard gain that time. And the intended receiver was Resendez, but it was broken up at the last moment. Let's see the replay.
Tricky Falcons.
Yeah.
What did Coach Vento say?
Yeah.
I expect a bunch of these fake plays.
Yeah, it was broken up. I'm trying to see who was back there. Okay.
Got Resendez and number 10. It looked like that's Jacob Dennon.
And it was Matthew Padilla that actually threw it.
Yeah. So he's their backup quarterback, so he can throw the ball too.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Ball around the 18-yard line. I think that was Patilla's first pass attempt of the year. And this time we are going to have a running play, and out of bounds with the ball is McWhorters. So 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, Burkett, he just, he's a strong guy. I mean, he's just one of those guys that, I'll just say it, he's a man amongst boys.
Okay.
And when he comes and he hits you, or he whips you out of bounds.
Is that the Falcon up there? Is that the mascot flying?
It might be. I don't know. Somebody let it out?
I don't know.
Maybe he escaped the cage. You know.
Yeah. So it's going to be a gain of 4, and it's going to be 3rd down and 6. And this time, there's the pitch. And this time it is going to be a 1st down, and there's a gain about 10 on that play. And a very, very nice run on the pitch by Padilla, who's got, 49-yard touchdown?
Yep.
Gets about another 6 or 7 on that one.
I think he has to play a big role in this drive in order to get some points out of this drive. I just think Matthew Padilla gives him a different dimension than none of the other players do.
Okay, the ball they finally mark at the 33-yard line. So a 1st down and 10. Remember, a touchdown and extra point would tie this game. And this time it's going to be a pickup of about 2. It was a quarterback keeper that time, right?
Yep. Quarterback keeper there by Longoria. A top quarterback, unusual number. You know, you're watching him. He doesn't have your single-digit number that all quarterbacks
Hey, look, is that
have.
a Santa Fe mask right there?
What is that? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, that's a unique mask.
Yeah. See, I tell you, people are very creative. Very creative.
So it is going to be second down, and about 8 after the quarterback keeper picks up 2. This time a handoff ahead, and actually it's going to be quarters on the side again. Sometimes they even fool me with all the misdirection.
I just laugh at the fact. We're going to replay here. We are. Look at the end of the play. Burkett on McWhorter. Yeah. McWhorter picks up a first down. Great job. But look at Burkett at the end. Just grabs it. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, it's just violent every single time. McWhorter's like, come on, man. I picked up a first down. Take it easy.
So ball's up to the 43-yard line. First down and 10. Midway through the fourth quarter. Again, Panthers lead by 7.
Fumble
this time. And let's see who gets it. Panthers say they've got it. There's a fight for it. We'll see who comes out with it. Again, the officials trying to get the players up. Try to see who might have it.
Panthers do.
And the Panthers do have it. The Panthers do recover on that play. Is that Munoz?
Yeah, Munoz picked up it, and it looked like Austin Craig created havoc back there. We're kind of watching here. Craig was right in the middle of that. Was Austin Craig, big in 92. He comes up and he's telling the coaches, I need that turnover chain that we like to use out here. Yeah, I want to put it around my neck, coach. And so a nice play with the Panthers. We had a feeling that a turnover somehow would turn this game. Excellent opportunity now for the Panthers.
So Panthers have it back inside Los Fresnos territory, but that time a high snap is really going to cost the Panthers. It is going to go back to the 30-yard line, and that is going to be a huge loss of about maybe 25, 26 yards.
I wish I could sit here and tell you why these high snaps are. I mean, it could just be nerves. I'll be honest with you. You're out there and you get into this thing where it's like a fumble. It's like a play. You get a player who starts to fumble. You get into these things. You just kind of keep doing it. Maybe that's what it is. This young man has done a fine job all season long. Just got to continue. Got to work with it.
All right. I'm going to say, I'm trying to do the math in my head right now. It's so long. And this time there's going to be a sack, so that adds to the woes. And on the sack that time is Alan Torres. You said he was one of the better defensive players.
Yeah, he is. He's a good pass rusher off the edge. He can play the run pretty good. So now the Panthers are now facing, you got 4 minutes. Obviously, you need a first down, but here
it's like 43. I think it's like third down and 43.
Yeah, you're going to have to your coach here, what do? You play it safe, try to get yourself, a few yards as much as you can. Do you go for it? We'll see here.
We got up on the screen, second down and 50. It doesn't matter. When you're this far back, you got a mile. So Jesse Hernandez gets the ball, and he is going to pick up a little bit of yardage, but again, way short of the first down as it gets to the 27, gets about 8.
And that's the right thing to do for many reasons. First, it's stable. It's something you just pick up something positive, and you run the clock. Now, timeout situation. Falcons have all 3 timeouts. The Panthers have 2.
Okay.
So now the Panthers here are obviously looking at a punt. You have Muniz back there, who is dangerous. We got to keep an eye on that. We've kind of been talking about it all game. See if that makes any difference.
Well, we'll have to see. He's at his own 45-yard line. Again, Rodney Garza, the quarterback and punter, and he's going to punt it out of bounds near midfield.
See where they mark the ball, right across midfield. So the Falcons are going to have good field position. They got to put a couple of drives together. A couple of plays together, and get this drive rolling. They got about midfield here to try. They need a touchdown. Field goal will do you no good at this point. 3:46 now left to go here in the fourth quarter.
So once again, the basically running dominated offense comes out. We've seen a couple passes attempted to get today.
Right.
There's Izzy, one of the wide receivers. Cardboard cut out of him. At quarterback, Adrian Langora. And this time he is going to hand it off to an up back, and nothing doing. And Resendez is thrown for maybe a loss.
Yeah, Resendiz, that was open in the first quarter. That was open in the second quarter. Third and fourth quarters, not so much. And again, the Panthers have figured this out. Hey, he's coming at you. You got to get off your block, and you got to make sure you stretch an arm out there, make it happen.
Zamora among those in on the tackle.
They like to run behind big Justin Villarreal, big 77 on the right side. They like to run behind him.
So we'll call it a loss of 1 back to midfield, second down and 11. This time, Longoria is going to throw the ball and cannot get it to his intended receiver. He was running down the field. It was Miles McWhorter.
Yeah, that nice design by the Falcons is just not much of a result there. I mean, McWhorter was wide open. He kind of takes off from the side there and really just, and that's just, I mean, that's badly thrown ball. Let's be honest about that. And
well, he's only thrown like 12 passes this year.
This is exactly, you can't blame the quarterback. He hasn't had much practice throwing the ball,
So it is going to be, he's probably thrown as many passes in this game as he's done in any game this season.
Right.
And that's not saying much, right?
Right.
So it's going to be third down, and it's going to be a loss of several on that play. Explain that to us. It was Padilla.
Yeah, Padilla was trying to get the corner. I said that they had to get him involved. I think the one that was paying attention to what I said was Ethan Zamora. He's one of the best linebackers on this team, and he was there. He was not going to let McWhorter or anybody, Padilla or Longoria, get out of the way. So it brings up a fourth down now. This would you do a fake here? You got 2:30.
Yeah, maybe.
And it's running, or would you go for it? I mean, it's a fourth down.
I think I'd go for it.
You got 2:36.
Yeah, I would go for it. I don't know about a fake. I just go for it.
I mean, if you give the
it's
ball
fourth down
back,
and 14.
If you give the ball back, so be it. You've got 3 timeouts to try to stop.
And there's
right?
There's Coach Brown right there, right?
We said this earlier. This is exactly what we expected. We expected this type of game.
Please set the clock at 2:45.
All right, and by the way, if you're looking for a dependable car audio and alarm company, stop by Extreme Car Audio in Weslaco. Sound systems, car alarms, and LED light bars available at Extreme Car Audio, our timeout sponsor. So,
all right.
Well, while we're here, let's thank some of these people that have made this possible.
Sure.
We'll do a little bit of it. At least Carlos Robledo, our director, and Mike Gonzalez, the reporter. They're going to be here for the post-game show.
Correct.
Darlene Gracia, she of course tells us what to do here on the air. We appreciate that. And also the graphic artist, Joe Leal, our big San Francisco 49ers fan, our audio technician, and our videographers, Don Ramirez, Val Zamora, Vinny Berry, and also we have the chief videographer, sort of our director, Mike Palacios. And we will tell a couple other people involved with the broadcast in just a moment after the punt. And it is going to go, and it will bounce into the end zone, so it's going to be a touchback. And we have Amadeo Briones, our field camera operator, Adrian DeLeon, our replay operator, and our K-West secretary, Mina Garcia. They do such a great job, don't they?
All true professionals. That's the best way to describe this staff here. Nice to just be part of the team. Hey, so just kind of thinking ahead a little bit, and for you Panther fans, obviously you still got 2:37. You got to pick up probably a first down to put this away, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But again, the Panthers, if they win this afternoon, are playoff bound. We'll get into that in a second, but
okay.
But let's see if they can muster a win here.
So Rodney Garza at quarterback, not a day to put the reserves in much, and he is going to take it, and he'll pick up maybe about 5 yards on that play, so that's a good first down run, second down and 5.
So I wonder how Coach Brown's going to play. It looks like he's got 3 timeouts. Mm-hmm. He's not calling timeouts on defense. So it looks like he's hoping that his defense stiffens up and holds the Panthers to a 3 and out. The Panthers are content with running the clock as much as possible, but it's running under 2:10 now in the fourth. I'm really surprised.
I thought there'd be a timeout here.
I'll be real surprised that Coach Brown isn't losing one. You have 3.
Yeah. All right. Now this is going to be a big play coming up right now. Second down and 5. Garza with the slot over on the far side. And we have Jesse in the backfield, and Hernandez is going to get it, and he is going to run out at about the 28, and that is a break right now for the Falcons that he went out of bounds. That's like getting an extra timeout.
I just think that they never really planned to call him on defense. I think they want the ball back and they want those timeouts. that makes more sense because remember, their offense is predicated on the run. So you got to be able to use those timeouts if you get the ball back. Big play down here.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down and 2, ball at the 28. But again, the clock stopped on that play, and there's 1:43. So let's see. You've got to try to keep it in bounds this time, regardless of whether you get the first down or not. Make them at least use a timeout. And again, looked like a blitz for a moment. Hernandez has it, and he is going to be stopped short for a moment. But then he spins away, and he can go all the way. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30, 20. Everybody's given up. He is going to go all the way for the score. That time, a 72-yard touchdown run. Second effort for Jesse Hernandez. Got the touchdown. Every game this season, he has had a touchdown of at least 70 yards or more. One was, I think, about 85, 88 yards.
Just like you, I was watching, said, okay, looks like they're going to set up for the punt. And then watch this. Yeah, you think you got me, don't you? Runs out, slips out of the tackle, and then he does the rest.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good at that.
Oh,
Touchdown.
no. Well, he made up for it. Remember, on the previous play, he went out of bounds. An error in judgment, but he more than made up for it on that play.
Yeah.
Jesse's a great player. I'm going to miss him when he's gone. All right. Extra point attempt is up by Moron, and it is good. So we have a minute 26 remaining here in regulation, and now a two-touchdown lead for Weslaco over the Falcons of Los Fresnos, 24-10. And this is real good news. Now, if they should win today, they may have a game next week. They may not. We'll just have to wait and see.
You know what? My gut feeling, and this is just me. I mean, I don't come for anything.
And explain this. We don't mean a playoff game. We mean they could have a regular season game next week.
There's a scheduled December 4th game. Was a December 4th scheduled game against this team.
Yeah.
Los Fresnos. That's why they decided, you know what? Let's just play before. Whoever wins is in.
Actually, what would happen? This was the regular scheduled game.
Right.
But then they were going to play a playoff game against them next week.
4th,
so rather than play them on back-to-back weeks, let's just do the play-in game today.
So basically December 4th.
So now they got a free date on the
next
4th.
Friday.
If they win.
Do they want to practice? Do they want to take it easy? I have a feeling, and we haven't confirmed this.
Prognosticate.
We just have a feeling that the Panthers would like to regroup. You know, there's some nicks and bruises on their bodies, obviously, to the young men, and get another extra week to prepare.
So, an onside kick, and it's going to be returned well. There's a flag, and my gosh, it looked like almost for a moment that one could have got a lot more yardage.
Yeah, Chris Resendez has been the workhorse all day.
He got the ball, didn't he?
Yeah, he was one of the up guys.
Yeah.
Brought it up, and we got a flag, usually in the area of offsides.
Okay.
Now, offside on the kicking team.
Yeah.
The penalty is declined. First down.
Okay. Now, again, there's a lot of possibilities who they might play. It could be an Edinburgh team, right? Mission. That could be a lot of people. We don't have any idea.
Well, this is the way it goes. It gets stranger. 2020, it's going to get strange, right?
Yeah.
So tomorrow, there's a big game between San Benito, and they play somebody. I forget now. Hannah and Harlingen play each other, and then you have San Benito also playing. Now, if San Benito and the other team get
offside on the kicking team. Los Fresnos has accepted option C, which is 5 yards from the end of the run.
There you go. They like C. So Harlingen South and San Benito. If Harlingen South beats San Benito, Weslaco High goes as the big team. And they would play the winner of either Edinburgh High or Edinburgh North.
Here, right?
Yeah, more than likely here, host the game.
Yeah, okay. It's going to be first down at the 36-yard line right after the play. I'll let you continue. This is all very interesting. And it's going to be a pass play. It is going to be complete and then handed off. And it's McWhorter going out of bounds. And who initially got the pass? We'll have to wait and see.
It looks like out there on the play, it looks like their tight end, the only guy that didn't throw the ball to, Alejandro Flores.
Yeah, Flores
is the only guy out
so
there.
Then he gave it to McWhorter.
That's right, old Statue of Liberty play.
So it got down to the 23, first down. Still life for the visitors. And that time it is going to be a bad snap. Padilla has it, or a bad pass, whatever. Let's replay it here.
Yeah,
a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on. Ethan Zamora was back there. I mean, as soon as the ball went back there, he realized, hey, this is a fumble.
Yeah.
And see, again, I don't want to just beat this, but in this type of an offense, this is exactly it. You're limited on what you can do.
All right, so the ball is back now at around the 35. And Resendez is going to have it, and he's going to get about 8 or 9 yards out of bounds at the 25.
And so let's say, for intents purposes, Weslaco has the lead now, 14 points, 30 seconds left to go. They win today. They will be playoff bound. And again, we already talked about the big school. If they were to go in now and everything goes the way it's supposed to be, San Benito beats Harlingen South, and Harlingen High beats Hanna. And all that's supposed to happen is we have a pitch out here.
Yes, a pitch out, and it's McWaters, and he is going to get down to about the 6-yard line. So a nice gain on that play of about 16 or 17.
Then that would mean Weslaco would play either Robert Bell High School or Mission High School in the first round. Well, technically second, I guess. Huh?
First to go from the 7, a pitch back, and Padilla is going to get down. Is it a touchdown? He's going to be very close.
He's going to be short. He's going to be right at the 1-yard line, goal line.
So pick up about maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah, but this is not going to matter much because there's 11 seconds left.
But I'm sure, again, we want give credit to the team if they score.
Sure.
Padilla would get a second touchdown if he goes in today at a 49-yarder.
Yeah.
So, again, I want to let you finish what you're talking about.
So either way, it looks like there's 4 teams that the Panthers can play, and those are the ones that come from that 31-6.
Timekeeper, please put 15 seconds on the clock. 15.
Oh, the Panther fans don't like that.
So
you heard him say, "Wow."
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, you give more time. Okay, well, so again, at Robert Vela High School, Mission High School, and if they go big school, and that means South would have to beat San Benito tomorrow, then Weslaco would go in as a
And if it was the big school, there's a good chance the game would be here.
More than likely, yes, sir.
So, again, first and goal, and there's a whistle before they even get it off.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of ifs, a lot of ball games to be played.
Weslaco.
COVID has unfortunately not just delayed and changed schedules and done all these things that we've seen, but it also has delayed the season, and games have been off, and a lot of Saturday games. Don't forget, if Weslaco East. I just kind of mentioned it too. Our friends from Weslaco East.
Please put 15 seconds on the clock. 1-5.
And before we finish that about Weslaco East, let's remind you, if you're looking for a dependable car audio and alarm company, stop by Extreme Car Audio in Weslaco. Sound systems, car alarms, and LED light bars available at Extreme Car Audio. Our timeout sponsor. Each team has 1 timeout left. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're going to be, Weslaco East plays their last district game against the Lopez Lobos tomorrow morning at Sam Stadium, 11 o'clock start time. That's what it looks like now.
And they're playoff bound, I believe, right?
Yeah, they're playoff bound. They're the top seed in that district. Right?
Okay, and it looks like Resendez is stopped short.
No, that looks like a touchdown.
Did he get in? Yeah. Okay, get in. So, score for him. Congratulations to that young man on a fine season. Well over 400 yards, and he gets a score to kind of wind things up for him.
Yeah, big game for him tonight. Yeah, this afternoon. He basically him and Matthew Padilla.
Yeah, I think. Did great, and again, I'm sorry to interrupt there, but I was just thinking you were going another way with that.
Right.
I thought you were about to mention Jesse.
No.
I was going to say, okay, let's go. They're going for the 2-pointer, and McWhorter gets it. So right now, the score would be, what was it, 24-18. 24-18. So it'll be an onside kick, and anything can happen.
Right, and this
12 seconds left.
And I will tell you this, Coach Stroman said, and we're gonna call. This is the first time we say this. He has a program called Kick the Field. Basically, what Kick the Field is, they go a day before, and they run through every single possibility. Special teams, defense. Hey, if we pick up a safety, what do we do? If it's an onside kick, what do we do? Hey, if we, so all these things, he calls them Kick the Field. They did that yesterday. So this is like, they're prepared for this onside kick.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to mention that, Coach and the rest of the staff are always ready to go, when it comes to these things that could happen. Hey, what happens if we block a kick and we return it, yes or no? Those type of things are taught to these young athletes during practice. It just shows the ability these coaches have to teach these young men a great sport, and we'll see how they respond here. The hands team is out there.
All right, kicking off from the 40. And again, of course, if it's recovered by Weslaco, they have won and they move on to the state playoffs. So is that pretty much. All right, now let us kind of recap some of the scoring here real quick. Obviously, Hernandez had the long touchdown.
Okay. Weslaco.
That's their final timeout.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a dependable car audio and alarm system or alarm company, stop by Extreme Car Audio in Weslaco. Sound systems, car alarms, and LED light bars available at Extreme Car Audio, our timeout sponsor. Basically, big plays for the visitors today. Matthew Padilla, 49-yard run. They had a 40-yard field goal.
Weslaco's final timeout.
And then, of course, just moments ago, we saw Christopher Resendez get the 2-yard run.
Right.
Jesse Hernandez, he had a big run here in the fourth quarter. 72 yards. We also had the 6-yard run by the quarterback, Garza. And what else am I missing?
Yeah, and remember, that was a 48-yard pass as well. That was thrown as well, and the big score that happened. So, there's been big plays. There's big plays here all afternoon by the Panthers.
Right.
Nice game. It was tough. Don't get me wrong. The score might not necessarily show it, but it was a tough game.
And so Jesse probably, we don't have the official stats, but he probably wins the district rushing title.
More than likely, it looks like it.
Both him and Resendez were very close in rushing yards.
Right.
But I think the big run by Jesse is going to be the difference. It's going to give him the rushing title. Both had about 420 yards coming into this game.
Yeah, that's pretty safe to say.
So Jesse will be over 500 yards for the season.
Right.
We pretty much can say that.
Right.
And
in a shortened season.
In a shortened season, yeah. And Resendez is probably pretty close to 500, but maybe not quite that.
Right.
So both those young men have had fine seasons rushing the ball for their respective teams.
Just me and this onside kick taking forever. Yeah, it just feels like it's a bunch of timeouts in between.
The sun starting to set. All right. There it goes, and it is going to be recovered, it looks like, by Wesley.
Yeah.
So it is, and a nice job on that recovery by Donovan Lincoln.
Yeah, so this is very. Even though the Panthers are not going to get to see necessarily this type of an offense, this type of exact offense again, the slot T, the triple option, at least at this next level, none of the team, Edinburgh North, Edinburgh High, Vela or Mission run any type of this type of offense. So you saw it once, and you're kind of happy if you're the Panthers, I'm sure, But a tough physical game, yeah, you take that. I think if you're the coaches, you say, yeah, we needed that kind of rough start and test us, and there's a flag.
Okay, that's a good way to end it, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not?
The more the merrier?
Yeah, more the merrier. Let's make it an even 20. Why not? Yeah, sure.
Hasn't been 20 penalties.
I might be a little exaggerated.
Delay game. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the down.
And by the way, the post-game show coming up, and that will be with Carlos Robledo and Mike Gonzalez, brought to you by Knapp Medical Center. We'll look forward to that. They will have, that hurt the ears. They will have interviews with some of the players and the coach.
Yeah, somebody got to tell him he's got a live mic.
Yeah. My ears will never be the same. Thank goodness.
Wow.
I may need a week off, okay? I may need a week off after that. So, the game has come to an end, and the Weslaco Panthers will move on to the state playoffs as they have defeated the Los Fresnos Falcons by the score of 24-18. A big, exciting game, and Weslaco, they will now, I guess, end the regular season, if you call it this way. I'm not sure, but they are now 3-1,
right.
3-1, and as far as the Falcons, they end their season 2-3. All right. So we salute the Falcons for a fine year and Coach Patrick Brown. Glad to have them here today. They really put up a good fight.
Sure did.
Got out to a lead, and it was really scary for a while if you're a Panthers fan.
Right.
And Fred, before we wind things up here, any final comments?
Well, just remind the fans that, again, it looks like there will not be a game, a playoff game, at least scheduled next week.
Or any kind of game. No,
any kind of game, right. At least to our knowledge as of right now. That could change during the week, so be on the lookout for that. But we're going to say this to you. We're going to see in the playoffs. The Weslaco Panthers have advanced to the state playoffs.
All right. So, Fred, it's been great working with you. Let's hope we're all working together during the playoffs.
Definitely.
I assume we will be. And again, we've enjoyed all of the people that have viewed these games. There's Coach Stroman. He's done a great job coaching, even though he missed a couple games because he was quarantined. Still got things rolling.
Wearing the sweater?
Yeah, wearing the sweater, looking dapper as always.
Dapper as always.
That's right. So again, we're going to get ready for the post-game show, but we're going to wind it up here from the booth. Once again, it's Weslaco in the play-in game over Los Fresnos and the Falcons. Final score 24-18. We're here at Texas National Bank Field over at Bobby Lackey Stadium. We thank the KOS crew for doing a great job again. For Football Fred, I'm Scott Harrison. Have a happy and safe Thanksgiving weekend. This has been a KOS production.
Always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears. But never thought I'd walk away with so much joy, but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye. But yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart
living the good life full of goodbyes. My eyes are on the gray sky, saying I don't wanna come home tonight. Yeah, and I'm higher up offward. I don't even remember, but my friend passed out in the Uber ride. Oh, I'm from the city of the 915, where all the girls are pretty and they're down for the hype. All my boys are with me, going up for the night. But who cares? Who cares? 'Cause this is our year. So wake me up in the spring while I'm high off my American dream. We don't always say what we mean. It's the lie of an American. Maybe the end is near, but I've been waiting all year to get the hell up out of here and throw away my fears. I'm so faded, off of all the things that I've taken. And maybe I'm not really drunk, maybe I'm really good at faking. From the city of the 915, where all the girls are pretty and they're down for the hype. And all my boys are with me, going up for the night. But who cares? Who cares? 'Cause this is all year. So wake me up in the spring while I'm high off my American dream. We don't always say what we mean. It's the lie of an American dream. My youth is the foundation of me, living life as an American teen. American teen. Oh yeah. We don't always say what we mean when we're high off our American team. My youth is the foundation of me. Oh, I'm proud to be American. So wake me up in the spring while I'm half my American. And we don't always say what we mean. It's the love and American thing. My youth is the foundation of me, living life as an American team. American team. American team. Oh yeah. Right here. American teenager. And I'll be living this dream with you. We don't always say what we mean when we're high off our American team. My youth is the foundation of me. Oh, I'm proud to be American.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say I lived. I swear I lived. Every broken bone. I swear I lived. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. From Bobby Lackey Stadium, it is a victory for your Weslaco Panthers, and they are moving on to the UIL playoffs once again as they are victorious over Los Fresnos 24-18 in this game. Carlos Robledo along with Mike Gonzalez here to break it all down for you as the Weslaco Panthers came out in this game, Mike, and they got it done. With us now, hey, there's Coach Stroman on the microphone. Let's go ahead and bring him in for his comments on the game. Coach, congratulations. Do we have any details for next week and or after that?
I don't even know how San Benito did.
Okay.
If Harlingen South beat San Benito, then we would go big school. So I don't know what the scores are. If San Benito wins, then we go small school, and then we'll face the number one small school in 31-6A. But that won't be determined until 2 weeks.
What about for next week, Coach? I know you had mentioned about today being the game that counts. So now Weslaco Panthers are in the playoffs officially, but you had mentioned about playing a quote-unquote warm-up game. Has anything been discussed about that?
We'll sit down, we'll talk about it. I need to see how many injuries we have, and then see who we're going to be facing, and then we'll determine that next week.
Kind of what we expected against Los Fresnos. Last year's game, they won by 7 points. This year's game, we win by 6 points, Coach. That's what's been happening against Los Fresnos. Always close games, and when you get to this point of the season, playoff implications on the line, it's going to be close.
It's always been like this. 32-6A, there's anybody can make the playoffs over there. You got great teams, and it's going to see whose day it is. I thought our kids executed in the second half. The coaches did a tremendous job of adjusting, and that was the key, and the kids executed.
Yeah, speaking of adjusting, Coach, at halftime, you guys addressed what you needed to address. But I mean, I'm sure you guys had a nice pep talk with them. If whatever you can share with us, what was said in the locker room?
It was Coach Vento. It was Coach Vento. He got those guys hyped up. But these seniors, they took it upon themselves. You know, this was the first time we've been behind at halftime, and it speaks volumes of this football team. To score 17 points in that second half and then pretty much hold those Fresnos to, six or 7 points. There towards the end, we played a prevent defense. But for the most part, defense came out and our offense did what they needed to do in order for us to get the W.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We'll go ahead and let you go to your team. Appreciate it. And we'll get some players over here here in a little bit. I know we had some players that we talked to will be here on the post-game show. But let's get to the highlights in this one. And it started off with Los Fresnos. They came out early on and they scored a field goal. They had the wind at their back and they started off the scoring with a 3-0 lead for the Los Fresnos Falcons. Then an outside play here. They draw everybody in, and then he's gone for the touchdown. And it was the Falcons leading early 10-0, like Coach Stroman said. They had to overcome a deficit in this game as the Weslaco Panthers had to face a little bit of adversity in the first half. Interception here by Rodney Garza. I think that was a 4th down play. And the Falcons had the ball. They were in good business there. They were leading by 3 at the half, were Los Fresnos, but then the Panthers, they come rolling back. Rodney Garza up the middle with a score right there. It was 10-7 at the half. Los Fresnos leading at the half in the third quarter. How about a big play right here? This put the Panthers up. Izzy De Leon always makes the catch when the ball goes his way, and he scores for the Weslaco Panthers to put them up 14-10. At that point, you add another 37-yard field goal, 17-10. Weslaco Panthers with the lead there. And how about one more for good measure? We talk about big plays in the game, big chunk yards, and the seniors had to come to play. It's senior night for them, I guess again for them, but Jesse Hernandez, a big-time play right there, and they scored a touchdown, and they go on to win this one by 5 score of 24-18. Rodney Garza, the quarterback of this team, and Rodney, there were some times where it seemed like you willed yourself to get yards. They were coming at you from all sorts of directions this afternoon, son. Talk to me about the game.
There isn't much to it. When you're a ball carrier, of course, you want to get positive yards. You don't want to go backwards. And we always say we'd rather take 2 yards than a negative 2 yards. So it's just, we practice that all day, every day, and we end up getting the yards we get.
Ronnie, talk about the go-ahead touchdown that you threw to Izzy De Leon. That was a big-time play right there. And what did you see on the defense? And talk about the play.
Going into the game, we knew that they like to play man and zone a lot, so we were just picking on that. And the coaches picked the right play, and the linemen blocked their butt off, and it worked out, and Izzy took it to the house.
Was that a play that you saw? I know y'all tried to run out the flat a little bit here, especially with Izzy, with Mel, also Rodriguez trying to get it out to him. Was a passing game? Was that part of the attack for this afternoon?
Of course it was. We're passing a lot more this year, and me and Coach Pena have a talk during pregame. Is just pick them apart, take what you can get, take what they give you, and in the outcome, it helps us out a lot.
Thankfully, the outcome came the way it did. The Panthers went on to win the game, but do you feel like this was a nice little test, a nice little game to have, this kind of game to clinch a playoff spot? You're going to have these kinds of games when the playoffs do come, and now that you guys have experienced it, do you feel like moving forward, hey, we know that we can do this?
Yeah, of course, it's always a good game. Los Fresnos are always a good team. They're coached up every day, and it's just always a fight each week. And it's just whoever wants it more, it comes out with the victory.
All right, thank you very much, Rodney Garza. Appreciate it. Once again, great pass. It was a great pass to Izzy De Leon. We'll bring you here in a minute. But first of all, what about that defensive line? Because they were stuffing everything up the middle, especially in that second half. And part of that was Austin Craig, our homecoming king for 2020. Did an outstanding job stuffing things up the middle. Talking about the game, Austin.
We just did our jobs out there. Coach had been preaching to us all week what we had to do when we dominated that plan. We came out and we did our thing today.
Something that Coach Stroman told me during the week is that our guys need to trust their eyes. Did he say that to you guys, and what did he mean by it, and did it work?
I hear that every 5 minutes from Coach. I mean, everybody has an assignment. It takes us executing as a team, and we did that well today, so we came out on top.
The adjustments that you made at the halftime, at half, what were they like, Austin?
One more question.
My bad.
Just tell me a little bit about the halftime adjustments that you made. I'm sure there was, a lot of discussion about that at half.
Yeah, we had our plan coming in. We had some hiccups in the first and second quarter. We just had to get our eyes right, and today we did. In the second half, came up with crucial turnovers, and we wrapped up the game with that. So yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's bring on Izzy De Leon. He had the go-ahead score for your Weslaco Panthers in the catch. And it seemed like, Izzy, once you made that catch, I know you have some speed, but you got some extra speed for this game. Talk to me about that play.
Yeah, we knew we had a plan coming in. We knew what we had to do. We started off slow in the first half. We just piggybacked off the defense. Defense kept us in the game. Second half, we knew we had to come out strong, so yeah.
Yeah, when you made that reception, there was nobody in front of you. I mean, it was just a field and the goalposts in front of that. So, I mean, just what did it feel like catching that ball and taking it to the house?
It felt good. The coach put a good plan in place. We made some adjustments at half. When I caught the pass, I just saw a field of green. I just took off.
Took off running, ran away from the Falcons, and you scored the go-ahead touchdown. Thank you very much. Good job, number 18. Erasmo Garces. We talk about how the seniors, in our pregame show, we talked about how the seniors had to step it up.
An ecstatic feeling, you know, it's different. We've been a part of this program for 3 years, and to go back to back to back is an amazing feeling. And it starts with the 4-way test. We trust each other on the team, and we'll make it through anything.
How do you like playing in the afternoon like this? How do you like this?
Yes, sir, of course. It's a different environment, but it definitely felt no different than a Friday night game.
Absolutely. And the hair. What are y'all going to do? Y'all going to do the playoff hair this year?
Definitely. I know I'm going to dye my hair blonde. You know, it's a tradition I came up with, and I'm going to keep it going.
All right, thank you very much. That's what we got to assess. One of the tackles on the team, one of the seniors as well. Appreciate that. And how about Ethan Zamora? All over the place once again. And you talk about making adjustments because they were running the ball pretty nicely up there. We're hurting you guys a little bit up the middle. Y'all made the adjustments, and then also on the sides as well. Y'all had to stop their offensive attack. So what did y'all do to change that up, Ethan?
Well, we just had to, just make sure that the pitch, that they didn't pitch it to the outside so that we could stop it and make sure they just ran the ball inside all game so that, they don't go anywhere.
That flex bone offense is a very, very difficult offense to stop. I mean, in that kind of offense, they put their best athletes at wide receiver, at quarterback, and running back. And just talk about what it was like going up against that kind of offense with that kind of quickness.
Man, it's something we had to adjust to. Number 2 is definitely their best player, and we had to stop him. And, by the third quarter, he was already giving up on their team. So, that's when we had to take advantage.
You feel this team's ready for the playoffs? I know there's still some things you got to clean up. Some penalties that took place, other things that y'all still need to get better at. The tackling is there. Mike and I talked about how you guys are doing a really good job at tackling, but do y'all feel like you're ready to, take it to the next level during the playoffs?
Most definitely. Our coaches, they trust us, enough to do what, they put in plan to do. So I think definitely we're ready for anybody who's ready to line up against us.
Weslaco Panthers are going to the playoffs for the 3rd year in a row. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir, of course. Once we strap up the helmets, we're locked in, loaded, ready to go.
All right, thank you very much, Ethan Zamora. I see your family back there, so we'll go and let you go to that. It's an afternoon of football. It's been a fun week, Mike Gonzalez. We had a game on Monday morning, started off Monday morning with Weslaco East, and then one here in the afternoon with Weslaco High. It's always fun when you're playing on a Friday after Thanksgiving, definitely.
No doubt about that. Something different that we experienced here, but it was luckily for Weslaco ISD. We had Weslaco East win Monday afternoon, and then we had Weslaco High winning today. Just a great week of football for the community and for the school district, and glad that we'll see both schools moving on to the playoffs. This is our time of year. This is when we as a staff get very excited, and the community gets excited, and players get excited. Now the community is ready for another run.
Can someone talk to Mother Nature? Can we even get some cold weather here? Because that's playoff weather. We need it to get turn cold around here, and hopefully a cold front will come our way. But yes, more football to be played. Stay tuned for KOS, WISD. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for all the updates on what is next for the Panthers and the Wildcats. For Mike Gonzalez and everybody at KOS, we'll see you guys next week.